Please wait. System processing.
Fix my computer. Should be good. I think we're good. I think we're live. No, it's not saying there's a timer or anything.
It should bottom right.
Oh yeah, we're live. Okay.
We're
Hello,
there.
everybody who may or may not be watching this. I gotta make sure I sit in the center now. I'm not in the sides anymore. It's only on me. Yeah. We're starting 4th edition.
Woo.
So yeah, to contain your excitement.
I'm fairly excited.
Whee!
I played it for like a total of 2 or 3 sessions, and it seemed interesting.
Like 4 or 5.
We have sound.
Okay, good.
Sweet.
So there's a few things that are going to be a little different than normal D&D, and because Nate's not here, it is kind of ruined a little bit. But I'll be playing the role of Nate.
We miss you, Nate.
I don't.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
I do. Like I told him today, I was like, "Who am I gonna have secret laughs with?"
I'm just kidding. Here, I'll fill the role.
Jamie,
I'll fill the role
right next to you, maybe. Jeez. Just because
No, but it's different when you're like across the table.
True. All right.
You can be a little bit more subtle about it.
So, this is
Until
gonna be a little
I lose my shit.
weird, but I want you to trust me. That'll work out.
Well, I'm out.
After
Jamie,
playing your
can you move
twin,
back
I
for a
don't
second?
trust you at all.
Can I move my what?
Can you move your little dice
Oh,
back?
yeah.
Quick. So instead of rolling for ability scores, we're gonna draft them.
Oh no. I mean,
Draft?
Yes.
What?
Do you know what the word draft is? We all
No.
take turns and we pick a number.
Yes, I know. Fantasy
And
football.
we're probably gonna roll. Where's the 15?
There's 3 rounds.
Oh, okay.
I need some salt.
So
Oh, guys, one thing.
who wants to pick first? I'll be picking for Nate, so I'll always be picking last.
Thank you.
Pick one number.
We're not gonna roll off.
Hey, she said she wants to go first.
I'm going second.
Okay.
Oh, you sons of bitches.
You snooze, you lose.
All right. So Jen. Oh, I gotta go. So I'll take a 13. Jen, go again.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would you?
It's I have the next lowest number.
What?
So now you guys are both at 14, so you go first. Okay. So now you get the 6.
For you.
Why? Why is there ever a 6?
Who knows?
Because that's just how the rolls came up.
And why
But then
are-
you get to pick first next, right?
Yeah, you probably have the lowest now.
I guaranteed have the lowest. And why is this blue?
Because it's round 2.
What the crap, David?
I know, right?
We better be able to get rid of the lowest.
You'll see. Okay.
Wanna go?
Yeah, you're next. You got 22.
Do they
Did
have
you
like...
go to 25? You really went to 25? Yeah, you go again.
What?
Because I'm at 26.
You're talking about total?
Yeah.
Oh. Where are you at?
Yeah.
35.
So
Looks like you're at 36.
if you're the lowest, then
You're at
you
35.
go next.
What are you at?
Wait,
You're a teacher. It's
Ah.
D&D. So you got 22, 33, 36. I am at 36 also, so you get... Oh, okay, yeah, you get another one.
Do you get like modifiers?
You'll
like
see.
in 5e?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think it's the same.
It's like a 13
It
plus
is-
2.
Yes. No, 13 plus 1.
Or 13 plus 1.
It's every even after 2.
Right.
10, yeah. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I'm the lowest now, so...
Excuse me.
30,
Keep
45.
track of your totals.
44.
Hold on. 5 plus 9. 44.
Whoa.
So they're tied.
52. Then one of them
I'll
goes.
fight you, Jen. I'll fight you. Fight you.
Okay. So you guys got 6, so you're out. What you got in Matt? She has 6 numbers already.
Oh, I have 5.
36,
Oh.
45.
Well, that's some
Okay, I got
bullshit.
52.
So then I go.
Oh, plus 12. Now I'm at 56.
So now I'm at 55.
Okay, 52, so I'm at 10.
Yeah.
David,
What's
I'm
up?
at 54 and I don't like it.
It's okay. Don't worry. Trust me. I got 62.
65.
39.
Oh, but I
You
have
should
6
have
numbers.
six, yeah.
55.
So yeah, you get your next pick.
Okay.
All right. So I'll make sure just take a photo of these. Well, I guess I can just using these. All right. Anyone have a 16? Who has the 16? Okay, so you two, and Nate will have to do it when he starts making his character. You can replace any number with a 16. Any one of those numbers with a 16.
I'll get rid of one of my 9s for the 16.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you have a 16 now. And now everyone only has one 16 and nothing over 15. Nothing else over 15, I should say.
No.
Okay, so we can take any other number out and replace it with a 15. All right. And those are going to be your numbers. And then Nate will have to do that with his numbers.
Oh,
here.
that's actually not bad.
Yeah. See, you had a little draft. Do things a little differently around here.
Interesting.
It's definitely different.
None of it got to be on camera.
Things
so
are different. I don't like it.
I don't like change.
Is there a marker around here?
I have
Yeah, throw me a marker from over there.
wet erase markers.
Yeah, it should be
There's
fine.
markers up there as well.
I'm just gonna write Nate on the back of all these numbers because they're all his.
Where'd they go? Where'd
I
they
got
go?
pen.
There they are.
I'm just gonna-
What on earth is wrong with Chipotle?
I don't know.
Are you still getting denied?
I can't
course he
even. I
is.
can't even order it now. I click order. I click continue, and it goes, "I'm gonna submit your order." Oh, sorry. Sorry about this. We're unable to identify a delivery time. I ordered through DoorDash. No problem.
Matt, how about you just pay one of us to bring you DoorDash on our way over?
I have a
Or-
free entree I would like to use.
Oh.
It's fucking bullshit. They're trash ass. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know what you did to get blacklisted.
Shadow ban from Chipotle.
Tried to
Yeah. Just trying to live. All right. So, Matt, you were saying you were complaining like, oh, we're not rolling dice anymore. There's a ton of dice I can have you roll. Not you specifically, just you guys. And all of this will have some influence on the world somehow. Oh, I'm also going to say this. I'm not naming any NPCs. You guys going to name
Roger.
them. As long as we don't have 17 Rogers, I'm okay with it.
Roger, Jim, Johnny.
As long as there's a simple fatty barber in there.
Haircuts. I don't know how I feel about haircuts.
Wasn't he a barber? Wasn't
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright, so where is that thing?
Here's my food.
Oh, I don't think I showed you guys this since my brother got it like last week or so for me. Yeah, notebook.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancy dancy wrestling notebook.
Can't use it for D&D.
Not allowed.
Definitely will.
You can only use it for wrestling. It says it right on the front.
It only says WWE on the front.
Exactly.
It doesn't even say that.
That doesn't sound
That's
like
just a
D&D to
symbol.
me. That's the wrong acronym.
Okay, well, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Tell your brother he failed.
I very much like what he got me. Thank you very much. Alright. I'll write this stuff down.
I'm a bit surprised at how efficiently I've used this. I've only used like the first
You've had that the entire
1,
time
2,
we played
3,
together.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Didn't I buy that for you?
Yeah, I've only used the first 8 pages. It still has all of this.
Holy cow.
But I mean, I used them pretty, there's a lot of shit in there. Artificial coffee stains, definitely not real. I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
It looks like coffee stain.
Somebody roll a d12 for me.
That's an Odolin dice.
AKA a barbarian dice.
I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. I have
hear
a chonker. Chonk.
7.
Thought it was a 1 for a second. Ooh, I was like, got him.
Alright, somebody else roll a d10.
I will.
Did you not want to throw on some
6.
Sirenscape
Yeah, we need some like
character
What
building
is
we
this?
music?
need some
Sound of
character
4D.
creation music.
I'll just put on. How do I open Sirenscape? Where is
It's
that?
on the desktop.
I have a whole playlist of fantasy music on my YouTube, by the way.
How does that help us?
I don't know.
If there's no copyright, it helps us.
How do you know if something's copyrighted?
You can
look up license free music.
Well, it'll tell you in the
the
description of the video.
Yeah.
A lot of the free stuff, they'll be like, if you do use our stuff, please just credit it in the comments, and that's all they care about.
I want to find out if Midnight Syndicate is copyrighted.
You have to email them. I was gonna do that sometime because I have 2 of their CDs.
They're fantastic.
Yeah. I just want good,
That's the music of Halloween weekends at Cedar Point.
Okay. I have to install a thing. No, thank you.
Well, yeah, if it's one that isn't already on there, you just click install and it'll install it.
Oh, okay.
Like any of the soundboards.
How loud this is gonna be?
Hmm.
Oh wait, okay, it's not.
What do you think of Doctor Strange?
I saw the music.
It was dark.
No pause option though.
It was fine.
But it seemed
I was like, whoa. And then they brought in John Krasinski.
Mm-hmm.
Is it coming from the TV?
It's funny, I had a dream about him the night before.
I made sure
Oh, really?
the thing worked. See?
Okay.
The X-Men theme song.
The no pause had a slight,
Holy crap.
pause.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I missed that. Shit.
Alright.
It went do 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 do.
So if I can get someone to roll a d8. Matt, you haven't rolled a d8. Roll a d8.
8.
Somebody roll a d6.
I'm gonna roll my stats just to see what I would have rolled.
2. So sassy.
I don't actually think I could have gotten better than this. This is fairly good. I mean, two nines is kind of low, but
you can replace one of them.
Yeah. 1
on a d4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jen, one thing that's sitting next to me, I spread out. So the entire
somebody
floor over
roll
here.
flip a coin or
I
roll
hope I don't have to get up.
any die and evens odds it. So which will
Odds.
Okay, cool. Determine what odds is heads or tails.
1.
That's not the. That's
not the answer I was seeking.
Heads.
Odds are heads. Thank you. Odds are heads. You got even, so it's tails. Okay.
What?
Okay. So, not all of this is relevant right now, but it will be relevant in the future.
He's determining which session will die first.
No, I was determining who's the main villain, what civilization was on the world first, what eliminated that civilization.
Is this a custom world?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What eliminated that civilization. Something else I won't tell you now. Something else I won't tell you now. And where you'll start. So it was not meaningless, but there are more to come.
Ooh,
they're spread out
really?
a bunch across a bunch of spreadsheets. Me being me, they're not organized nearly as well.
Oh man, can I get my roll? My rolls were fire. Holy. I got 18, 16, 14, 16, 13, 11. Anyways.
That's not it.
Quite frankly, I think we need it. We're gonna fucking die. 4E, we died the first session we ever played.
Yeah.
From kobolds. We died to kobolds.
Goblins.
Goblins?
Yeah.
Oh, that was kobolds. Yeah, I made this sick character, and then he was just like, let's give it another go. Just same characters, just go again.
Junior.
Just reset.
And then we ended up cheating a bunch, and we won.
Yeah.
We didn't mean to. It was just like, some of the things in this are so different than 5th edition that it's like, it's hard to quantify or know what each thing is. It's just like,
this is gonna sound weird. There's you're like, let's say you pick a cleric and you have holy symbol powers, or it will say implement. You do not need an implement to use that power, but if you have an implement that's magical, that because you can have like a holy symbol +1, that you can use that to improve your power. So like, he's playing a type of wizard, like, oh, I need my staff or something. Like, well, you don't. So like,
I think I'm going Scion. Just because.
do a shard mine.
What's that?
Those look
And
pretty
be
cool.
Amber.
And be Amber. I thought about making a joke and like having my character be a dude but still named Amber. Hi, I'm Amber.
What's a shard
You would have
It's a
popped me
race.
in it.
Oh.
It's in Player's Handbook 3.
Well, that looks good.
It's
Oh,
in
shard
that book,
mine, I
yeah.
You're
see it.
looking at it like it doesn't look good.
It looks amazing, so I'm deciding if I want to eat it with ice cream later or now.
Did you mean to leave ice cream in my
Yes.
freezer? Okay.
What kind did I leave?
Reese-
Peanut butter?
Reese peanut
You're
butter.
welcome to that. I don't like it.
Oh.
But I thought I left some other ice cream there too.
I didn't see
Oh,
anything else.
a shard mine is like a fucking crystal thing.
They're sick.
Yeah, they're
They have this
monsters.
ability where they can like deconstruct themselves into crystals and then like teleport across the place. It's pretty sick. I went Shard Mine Scion. It was fun. They have like a force push. They have all kinds of cool stuff. I still think I
Well,
still
I
have the
will
character upstairs.
Take advice from people that have played, and maybe
You
that's
have
what I'll do.
sheets or-
Yes, I have
He has 2
4
character
paper.
sheets.
I
sheets.
printed this from
I would make
online. I don't know if
Okay.
this is what it looks like for real.
It's different.
It's a
but
little different, but it's probably gonna be the
it's
same.
just a layout.
No.
I figured I'd use a form printable one and then.
So I'm doing a shard mine scion.
Where did I put this spread?
Oh, I put that down here. Oh wait.
I really did hate it. This one, okay. Alright. So I'm gonna need a D6, a coin flip, and 3 D10s, not giving me the sum.
D6, 4.
Okay.
D10, 1.
Okay. I need 2 D10s and a coin flip or even
So you need
odds.
another D10?
I need 2 more D10s.
Okay. 7.
Okay.
We're all set.
7.
Okay, and then evens, odds, flip.
I
Give
don't
me
have
which one's even.
I don't have a
Heads.
coin.
Well, I'll just use the death die. Oh no, it's not 100% equal.
Well, it's equal. It's just not the same
No,
way.
death saves are 11, or basically 11 is 1 through.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He has
yeah.
11,
It'd be 1 through
11
9
successes.
versus 10 through
Are you
11.
jealous that I have food and you don't?
So I'll just use
Where's your
the
food, Jen?
D6.
Okay.
It hasn't even said it's
Odds
been
are
picked up yet.
heads.
Okay.
Tails. No, I'm saying odds are heads. Heads.
Okay, so heads. Okay, so tells me that's the year.
Wow.
You know what you're playing, or what you're going to pick?
Yes.
Okay,
What
I
is it?
need
A rogue.
A rogue.
a D12, a D8, and a D4. On
I
the
think I'm gonna-
D8, re-roll D8 if you roll an 8.
D12.
Ah,
5.
that's Odolin's job.
5.
7. D8.
What was the other one?
D4.
1.
Alright, so far we're gonna have a shaman, a rogue, and a scion. So I'll go warlord. He's a support class, but he's like fucking.
He's like the
insane.
Battle Master Fighter.
Yeah, he's pretty sick. I want to
That's
play a
what the
fucking
Battle
fighter
Master
class.
Fighter was based on.
I can like on my turn I can like have other people attack for me. I can like heal people. I can do
Take
all kinds of crap.
defenses.
That's
Yeah.
why, like, when Jamie said that she was gonna flash forward and we can go to level 4, I'm like, yes, I finally get to pick my Battle Master moves. I've been thinking about it for weeks. Like, it's gonna take forever to get there, though.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
If I remember correctly, in order to level up in the Strixhaven campaign, you have to like take your first exam and pass it. That's how you level up. It's so bad. I hate it. I tried so hard to just enjoy it, but it's not D&D. I felt like we're playing like some like
Harry Potter bullshit.
It's like dating simulator. Like, I want relationship points with this girl or negative relationship with that girl.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
exactly a dating sim.
It's just
It's just
building
making
friends.
friendships.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
have. I mean, there is a mechanic though
Yeah, I'll say
for.
you get bond.
there is a
Bonding
dating
with
sim
one.
in it. Like Strixhaven, we were just talking. I was like, there are things that I think that can be really cool about it, but I'm just not excited about taking classes and doing extracurriculars and making relationships with people that I'm just going to end up eventually not talking to ever again because we're going to go adventure, you know, as you do, as an adventurer.
That's why you write letters. Don't you keep in
Right.
touch with friends?
Plus, they give you bonuses, so I think NPCs are useful when you need something.
I'm not terribly opposed to that portion. I just thought it's strange in D&D. It's like it's so opposite of D&D. You fine?
Did
Like,
you run a
was it too
marathon?
Too warm.
No, she's happy. That's not a sign. That's not sad. That's
It
happy.
sounds like whimpering almost.
No, that's like, oh, I can't tell. It's so good. Oh, I coomed.
Not that good. Now add some
Ambient.
ice cream.
Yeah, add some ice cream or some frosting maybe.
Some hot fudge.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that donut that I sent that picture to you guys, I couldn't even finish it. I got like 3/4 of the way through and my stomach was hurting. I was like,
Just quitting. Just quitter.
Yeah, I was a total quitter. I was like, God, I feel like I'm eating Jamie's parfait.
God, that was a bad
To be
time.
fair, I would have continued eating it had I not seen my heart rate was like 150. Sometimes you don't know what you're doing to your body. When you know it and you can physically see it, you're like,
So we are
maybe I should stop.
Yeah.
So, because I don't eat right, I think I'm more sensitive to that stuff. So when I'm craving something, it's like, oh, my levels of whatever must be low. Oh, pregnancy was the worst when there were foods my body was craving, but I physically cannot eat them.
Mm.
Right now it's saying, give me sweets.
I just like halfway through the session, Nate was like, I have to physically hold my head up because he was crashing so hard. Oh god.
So it looks like our party composition is going to be Shaman, Scion, Rogue, Warlord.
Mm.
What does a
Actually,
shaman
since
do?
you're doing that, hold
I
on,
don't know.
because I had to think for this.
I know they use totems.
I saw
Yes.
somebody playing a warlord, and I was like, that seems like it would be a good class for Matt.
Is there videos on YouTube about with people playing 4E?
Not a lot, but yes.
Because that's kind of how like
Puffin
I
Force.
learned how to play 5E was
Mhm.
literally watching Critical Role. Like I knew they had like a lot of like home brewed rules.
This is easier to learn.
But the basics I learned just by watching.
Yeah, there's a few.
I don't do well just
There's
sitting here reading.
Matt Colville has a series. I think it's called Dusk or something like that. And it's like the chain of Acheron.
That's 4th edition?
I think they're playing 4th edition. It's
The one I watched was 5th. Unless
one
they
of 'em-
changed.
one of them is 4th. I think. I don't remember which one. I know it's one of his playthroughs.
The thing that frustrates me most about Matt Colville is I actually really, really like him, and watching the D&D is fun. He's so flaky. He'll like start a campaign and then like will not stream it for months, and then like, oh, we're back, and then like not stream it for months. It's because he has other shit going on. I get it,
He's running
but like
business.
I like consistency when I'm like watching something. So when it like with Critical Role, it's like that it's every Thursday. That's pretty nice. I have like 5 videos like I have in the queue. I can just watch them all, you know. But when it goes months without having a video, I'll forget about them. I'll just completely forget about them. Consistency
I'm like
is
a month and a half or
huge.
an episode and a half behind on Critical Role.
Oh, there it is.
I'm on the episode. What do I last remember?
Man, what did you say your race or class was? Did you
But
decide
ever
both
since
or
Robbie
either?
left,
I haven't
I just,
decided
like, don't
race,
care.
but I decided that the class is definitely Warlord.
Like Robbie left and now I don't care. That's how I felt. Like
He wasn't even impactful at all to the story.
but
They
he was
like-
amazing to look at.
Sure.
He was
Did-
eye candy.
Did they say why he left?
I don't
He was
know.
a guest
No,
star.
he was only a guest for a
I
little
thought
bit.
he was supposed to be on it permanently. I thought he was a permanent guest.
I thought so too.
I thought he did add. Okay, let me take it back. I thought he added good alternate perspectives on stuff, but like him leaving doesn't kill the campaign for me. Is probably the better way to word
Well,
it.
see, it kind of killed it for me.
Race of classes on this side? I don't remember if you said.
Shardmine, Scion.
Scion.
You'd like some cookie? I'm full.
Oh no, my food's coming.
It's
Thanks.
yummy.
Maybe for dessert.
I have a bowl of Chipotle right
Maybe.
next to me.
Yeah, I'll say I have Chipotle. I have like fruit.
You
And
have
I-
Chipotle one day. And Jamie,
I want
what
to stop
you said
being
you're doing rogue.
315 pounds is the thing that I want to stop happening.
You said you're being a rogue. Did you choose race yet?
No, like I see. Last year, no, actually, so prior to COVID, I was 270, and now I'm 315. That's a huge fucking jump.
I think I'm smaller than
It's the largest I've ever been.
Might,
So,
rogue might be. Is,
I'm going to try
Yeah,
to
rogue gotta be
include
probably.
exercise into the diet. I also,
Yeah.
no, never mind. We'll talk about
Okay.
that. I have other things going on.
You said Nate was
So
being
wait.
a shaman.
That's what he told me.
Shardmine.
So not to make you feel bad, but I hit my weight loss goal.
Good.
Nice.
No, that's great.
Well, I'm going on vacation in a couple weeks, so yes.
So there is a few things different with 4E than 5E. One of the major ones for character creation is hit points do not start as low as in other editions. In 5E and every other edition, basically it's like whatever your max roll could be plus your con modifier. This is con score. You get a lot more hit points.
Oh.
Yes. And
So not like a base plus your con, it's whatever your con score
well,
is.
it's con score
so like
plus
if my
whatever
con
else.
score was 16, my
It'd
hit
be
points
16,
would be 16
plus whatever it is for your class or race. I forgot which one attributes to that.
Eee.
Yeah. So that one was a hard one for me to acknowledge. Like, wait, this isn't modifiers? Okay, whatevs. And you said you wanted a character sheet, right, Jen?
Yes.
I have a horizontal and I have a vertical. Which one would you prefer?
Yep.
Ooh, what color do I want my shard mine to be? If it's
Amber.
gonna be like crystals.
The joke answer is Amber.
Why though?
Because Amber.
he was
I don't
playing a
know.
rock monster that doesn't have a gender, and he says and he just looks at me and says, "I'm Amber," and I'm just looking at him like, is this in character? Like, is that your name or like
Hi,
the
I'm
rock? So we laugh.
Because when you're shard mine, you pick the color of rock you are, and I
That's
picked,
what I was thinking.
I picked amber.
I was thinking more probably like either amethyst or tiger's eye.
You pick whatever you
You
want.
say
Like-
tiger's eye?
But the joke answer is amber.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm huge into like rocks and crystals and stuff, so I'm trying to think of like
What's your birthstone?
my
Oh,
birthstone's
excuse me.
emerald,
Okay.
but I don't like it.
I
Mine's,
forgot if me or my brother is amethyst.
mine's pink, whatever pink is.
I'm a
Yours?
diamond.
What your birthday's in October?
Yeah,
October is
pink. That's all I remember.
what is it called? Because I have sapphires in my wedding ring. Because my favorite stone is sapphire. Oh, maybe she'll be sapphire. That would be cool. A
Now
giant
it says it's
blue-
opal.
Yes.
What?
Well, opal comes in different colors.
Yeah.
I remember looking it up and it was like, it's pink. Ew.
Yeah, opal comes in different colors.
There's nothing wrong with
Maybe
pink.
I'll be a sapphire rock person.
There's
Rock
something wrong with
monster.
pink if I don't
Rock
like it.
monster. Oh, that would be cool.
October
Are we
first,
just using that for
opal or
templating?
tourmaline?
Just for ideas.
Yeah. They're like a giant dark blue crystals.
Okay, now what, David?
Well, I
sold.
mean, it's character. Like, I got all my stuff done, so I can do a
Oh.
little quick spiel real quick.
Yeah, give
That's
us your
basically
spiel.
the pitch. All right. Thousands of years ago, the land now known as Altera was ripe with treasure, civilization, and heroes, until the Titans invaded. Death Titans killed billions of people and livestock. Earth Titans toppled hundreds of settlements.
Did you just say billions of people?
Yes.
That's a lot of people.
Fire Titans burned all the trees to the ground. Storm Titans wreaked havoc on the nearby sea and air creatures. Eldritch Titans caused madness to the citizens. Frost Titans wreaked vengeance on nature and people alike. Stone Titans collapsed mountains and towers like dominoes. In the blink of an eye, a kingdom of tieflings with billions of people, trillions of creatures, was brought to total population 0. The year is now 1771. The treasure remains, the citizens have returned, but the heroes, they are a rare sight to see. People don't remember the days when heroes were on every city block, at every farmhouse, and in every castle. Of all the things life could restore, it struggled with the heroes. Maybe, just maybe, life can find a way. Then again, there is also a second island, where life is nowhere in sight. Rumors have spread across Altera, the island known as Handauche.
Andalche.
Handauche, or Death Island. Few heroes have attempted to explore the secrets of Handauche and have returned. No animals have been seen or heard on the island. The stench of death and decay linger across the main island and 2 small nearby islands. Will someone step up and explore the
No.
the secrets that Handauche may
Sorry.
hold?
Nope, I refuse.
Probably not.
I don't want to hang out with them. Sorry. I'm a loner.
I have class at 5 p.m.
I want to meet the NPCs first, okay? Anyway.
The first NPC's name is Chris.
So you will create a level 1 character. You will be a group of heroes, whether you know each other or not is up to you. You'll start on a passenger boat that is doing a little cruise around the island. whether you're from the realm, the continent you're on is called Altera. There's one main city in the center, 4 towns that are split from it, and then several villages across from there. If you want to start from any of those towns, I can get you the names of those in a moment.
I don't know. I haven't got a chance to read.
What do you mean if they're good?
Shard mine. What they want.
What's wrong with them?
What do they want in life?
They're rocks. They just want to.
They're just a race.
Yeah.
Oh. They're not like all drow are bad.
I mean,
sure. I mean, you can read about it.
I love this. Raw psionic energy barely contained in a body of gleaming crystalline shards. That just sounds badass.
I mean, like, when it says playing, there's a thing in each race. It says playing a whatever race. Like playing a tiefling. Hundreds of years ago, the leaders of human empire. Like, it goes through it. You'll have, like, a background of the race in each race.
So
I think they did race building in this way better than 5th edition. 5th edition is like, here's a small little paragraph. This is like, gives you a backstory of
starting in
the
book
race.
2, they also did like example backstories that you can create based on race.
So what is fortitude, reflex, and will?
So those are
saving
3 different
throws.
defenses. So in 5e you have con save, dex save, and all that.
Yeah.
So instead in 4e, like let's say dragon breath weapons, like instead of make a con save or reflex save, it'll attack one of those defenses.
In some of your skills, you can attack somebody's fortitude instead of their AC.
Yes.
Okay, so
Which is basically like attacking their mind instead of attacking
Or
their
if
whatever.
I think reflex is intelligence or dexterity, fortitude is strength or constitution. So for you to calculate your
will
defenses,
like intelligence?
it would be
Wisdom.
and charisma.
Oh, wisdom and charisma.
Yeah. So when you're filling that out, it'll say skill
What you do,
modifier. It's somewhere in that
What do you
one of
want?
those little bubble
warlord.
chains that connect to
That's
the
right.
sum.
What kind?
That sum will be like
A race? I don't know.
it'll be like 10 plus half level plus whichever of the 2 modifiers it's connected to, which it should have like a. If you look at this sheet, I don't know if your sheet will have it because you have a custom printout. These 2, whichever of these 2 is higher, will go towards your 4. So if you have a high strength to start, but then evolve to get higher con, it'll just take.
Do you
the
have
con.
any more of these?
Yeah.
I would rather have one
Nerd.
that's. I'd rather have one that's like what it should be.
Do you care about vertical or horizontal?
Yes.
Vertical.
So I only have 2 horizontal left currently.
I believe your food is here.
Oh. Yay! I need food before I use my brain power.
Me too.
So we're trying to decide if we know each other or not.
Yeah. I have a little questionnaire thing I can throw at you to see how that would affect your personalities.
Because I have 2 in mind.
Well, it'd be well. What do you mean?
I have 2 in mind, and a questionnaire based on answers they give might help me decide what I want to do.
My other one.
It kind of blows my mind how many times people have delivered something and used the doorbell with the Ring doorbell, but the other doorbell that I had there, nobody ever used. I guess they're more accustomed to a thing that has a camera on it. I don't know.
What's a doorbell?
It's also just a bigger doorbell. Because when I was working on a 5e game, I also had a different questionnaire, and I figured both questionnaires can help character decisions.
We am level 1.
Oh, Mars.
If it's on heads, you can pick it up for good luck.
Nope.
Then you gotta leave it.
See a penny, pick it out. All day long, you'll have good.
You're gonna go Dragonborn.
Alright, so, some other world information. So, this is going to tie to one of the questions. In this world, there are 2 moons. Ond, a red moon that is looked at as the lesser of the 2 moons, or a usurper. And Flink, sorry, there's an L there. A yellow moon that is looked at as the king or queen of the night sky. One of the questions is, which moon do you closer identify with?
Wait. 2 moons.
2 moons. A yellow named Ond, O-N-D, and red Flink.
He's asking
Red.
questions to help us develop our characters.
Sorry, it's yellow Flink, red Ond.
Son of a bitch.
My bad.
Changes everything.
Yeah, I know.
Elijah, 38. What's an
Yellow
Elijah?
is Flink.
I'm gonna be an Elijah.
What
red
are they
is
elves?
They're high elves, effectively.
Hey, step.
They're not the same as 5e
They just have a.
No, they're
or 5e Elijah.
yeah, they're more closer to the high elves in 5e.
They just have Misty Step as a racial. That seems strong.
Well, it's face step, I think.
And it's just part of your movement. It's not even an action.
Well,
That seems strong.
it's also probably encounter power. Not
Yeah, you can
yeah.
use Space Step as an encounter power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still strong.
Another question. I got a ton of these.
Mm.
Are
Ton
you
of
ready to
questions?
become an adventurer? Hopefully the answer is yes. Because if the answer is no, then make a new character.
Nope, new one.
Which of the 7 deadly sins do you fall victim to most? If you don't know them, I can list them out for you.
The only one that comes to my mind is greed. What other greed?
Envy, gluttony, greed, lust, pride, sloth, and wrath.
Pride.
What do you fear?
Death.
I don't know. I haven't really been able to read that much about the shard mind thing to even come up with an idea.
Right.
I already had an idea for this character just based on Warlord. I want him to be in the military. I don't know if there's any military anymore.
They can be city guards.
Or he used to be in the military. Wait, hold on. So he's there. We're not in the calamity. The calamity's already happened.
Yeah,
previously.
calamity
We're
was
like
thousands of
yeah.
years
So
ago.
okay. So then
We're at a rebuild.
rebuilding the
It's
nation. hundreds of
1700 years plus into rebuilding. It's a smaller island than it used to be. Because
So yeah,
Titans
he
take
would
his
have been in the
toll.
military at some point.
yeah.
And it makes sense being a warlord. He's kind of elevated to like a colonel or something. I don't know
Okay.
what ranking there is.
I got a list of towns, and I can get. I don't have. Actually, we might be easier if we take the TV now.
Sons of bitches.
It's okay.
Well, considering shard mines are native to the astral sea, not really sure.
Oh, come on, those are cool. Do it.
There,
No, I'm just saying I'm
all
not really
races
sure.
are
Like,
on the island.
Yeah, you're from there, but you,
Your race originates there. You may not have. Just like
your parents
if you,
could have came from the
yeah.
astral sea and made
Exactly.
you here.
Yeah, because you're not the only. You're not going to be the
I
only.
don't know if that's
shard
how.
mine on
I don't
the
know if
island.
that's how shard mines are made. I don't know the reproductive.
It's
process.
probably more of just like this shard mine died here. The psychic energy goes in a new set of rocks. A new set of rocks form.
Yeah, maybe reincarnation.
Yeah.
So what made you leave the military?
This is gonna determine if she plays a rogue.
Well, there's no active war right now. Maybe he's like, you know what? I'm bored of just being this guy that trains the new guys.
Yeah.
I was in war at one point,
Okay.
and now he's looking for something more engaging.
So can we say you were my commanding officer and I followed you out of the military because I was seeking a... I didn't like the direction the military was going, but I liked the direction you were going?
Yeah. I thought it'd be cool to make characters together.
You're a rogue and you're in the military?
I was.
Okay. I did.
She was part of the secret operatives.
I'm gonna go along the lines of your level 0 self was in the military.
Yes.
After you left the military, you're like, fuck, I need to get by somehow. I know how to steal. I can do that.
Well, I was gonna say in the military, I had her do secret operative stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah,
had her
she'd
like
be a spy.
gain intel.
Hell yeah.
Maybe even go as a red coat. Is it a red coat? Not a turncoat. That's bad. The spy, basically, like you infiltrate and you become part of them from the inside.
I like it.
There's
a
a
sleeper agent.
there's a name.
Did you
It's
ever-
not that.
Did you ever watch Firefly?
Yes.
We are Mal and Zoe. Wait,
Did you ever
that's
watch
not her-
Alias? Because that's also
Oh.
Alias.
Was that her name?
I don't remember Firefly enough.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Dragonborn Warlord.
Ooh, Dragonborn.
Character name, don't know. Race, Dragonborn. Know that.
Where are you typing this?
In the PDF fillable.
Oh.
It's also on 4th edition has templates on Roll20.
Yeah, roll. If you want.
I can't imagine D&D Beyond doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
No. Once 5e started coming out, they got rid of all the 4e support. Yeah.
What does it hurt them to have it supported?
Because they just once they moved on to 5th edition, they dropped it.
Level 1 class.
Yeah, but you I can give you a Roll20 sheet so you can have it on Roll20.
Sure.
I don't know how to invite you to that game.
Okay.
So
Figure it out.
I'll work on that.
Oh look, my Chipotle got delivered.
I thought I heard it.
Your Chipotle.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually came through?
Yeah, through DoorDash.
Oh.
Through their app, they can not have my service.
I think it's more if you can't have their service. So.
I'm cold.
My computer.
Ooh, look, that's how I imagine Matt's character.
You could even be the one up front. Oh, yeah, okay. I was gonna say you could be the one up front, too.
Hey, look, it's Grog.
It is. Look, Matt, this is you.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that?
Did you just find that picture?
No, I have a miniature already.
Wow.
And I painted that.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's literally me.
How do I invite
That's
players
cool.
to this?
I did want her to wear a red coat, so that works.
Send a message to me, each of you, for email addresses. Oh wait, no, hold on. I think I can just copy this and put it in the group chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you want to message me an email
I
address,
did.
you can.
So, okay, well,
Yeah, what's up?
I don't
Like,
know.
as far as D&D 4E is concerned, it's basically all the same rules. It's just a little different.
Are there backgrounds in this? It doesn't look like
Yeah,
it.
not in the first book, but in the second book they added
Shardmine has
basic
backgrounds.
ass backgrounds.
Well, I mean, like, you pick a background. Like,
You don't have
like
no.
military.
Like, you
or
can.
Cloister.
Like, you can use the 5e ones for all I care.
But do they give
well,
you
but
a
they give
bonus?
stats, is what I was saying.
No,
They won't. So there's nothing there. Okay.
There's nothing. They don't come with any special awesome
see,
stuff.
Shardmine has them. It's got backgrounds, and then it gives you associated skill, history, and religion.
What?
Or arcana and religion.
Well, I guess
Yeah, they added them into the second and third book. So
Backwards.
the second book will have all the first books, races, and classes.
Well then, look, some classes get better, or some.
You can probably pick a racial or a regular one. Like, oh, here's racial backgrounds. Eladrin. There you go.
Yes.
Dragonborn. Dishonored. Rare egg. Brush with the past.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not.
they
like,
don't reproduce.
Well,
The
how
book
are
says it.
How are they made?
They don't
They
need
split
sleep, though they must still rest for 6 hours to gain the benefit of an extended rest. They don't have gender and don't reproduce, but the Shardmines alive today aren't the same ones that sprang to life during the Dawn War.
Sounds like Land of the Lustrous.
I will
which
say
is a
the thing
fantastic
that
anime.
bugs me the most about, and this is such a small gripe, but it bugs me the most about the current Critical Role campaign is the stress on they, it, their, his, him. Like, God, I just. They'll like correct them out of
Yeah.
nowhere. They'll be like, they.
What is your
like,
pronoun? Yeah, I
yeah,
think that's a very.
That's a new thing,
I
and
think
that's
that's a
just
very big
a
portion
fad.
of the D&D community. Like it's a safe place. So
Yeah,
people-
that's
people
cool.
want to explore.
I have no problem with any kind of pronoun you go by, but like, don't like they. I just okay. You don't
Jen-
need to correct me.
Jen identifies as an it.
Oh, yeah?
No gender.
No, you're they.
You could also do
That hurts my
what they call
teacher brain.
name only.
I know it sounds dumb, but you know. Whatever.
I've read a lot of books in the 80s and 90s before there were, well, I guess just 90s, before this was a social movement and they invented pronouns. And they,
Pronouns already always existing.
Well, no, like
No, she's
Shin.
talking about.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah. So that made more sense to me than they. But whatever makes people happy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really care, but it is annoying to watch. Like people get corrected when they say the wrong thing. It's like it's not that big a deal. You don't need to correct them.
Just don't come up to me like, "Hey, bitch."
Yeah, I don't get the like the ZIM, XIM ones. Like
I don't know what
I
you're
don't
talking
get
about there.
why they like it's like a so far left thing that it's like that's too far gone for me. I don't get it. Like I just don't understand. I don't know why a word had to be made up for it, and why there had like.
Oh no.
Like how like where is the line on how many genders? Like if we're gonna say let's say gender's not a line, it's a spectrum. Okay, I can get with this.
Mm-hmm.
But like, how far from one gender is another? Where is that line drawn?
Yeah.
And like when it gets too tricky like that, we don't need a million genders.
There is still a pay gap, so I can understand. I can understand, but I know how I want to live my life, so whatever. And I know how I.
Oh, Shardmine
I'm gonna stop
personality
right
is interesting. Though they seem often dispassionate, when a strong emotion seizes them, they experience it powerfully. For example, Shardmines don't get annoyed; they become enraged.
Sounds like a good barbarian.
Oh no!
All right. Any hoozles.
I like that you're eating on top of your character sheet, trusting that you will not spoil it.
That's how you create
I
patina.
know how to eat.
Yeah.
No, it's called patina. Character sheet patina. Whatever you're eating at the time. In order for me to have patina on my character sheet, I need to either print it out or shove it on my laptop. I'm not gonna do that.
They have names in here.
Okay, so it says for Eladrin, for the background I'm picking, it says associated skills are intimidation and nature. So,
Oh, so I guess they do have stuff.
So do I add something to that?
Let me read that because I didn't know the backgrounds added anything to be fair. Actually, I just realized my book's on top of.
Is that under the character or is that under the race? Or sorry, is that under the class or is
That
that
was
under
under
race?
the race one.
That race doesn't have any skills. Oh, history and intimidate.
Is a warlord like a barbarian?
It's like a
No, it's a
battle
fighter.
master
Oh.
Although it's more than that.
Yeah, it says you gain +2 to these skills associated in the background. Cool.
So what do I do with those things?
It would just be +2 to those two stats then, if that's the one you choose.
Yeah.
So that far left block is the sum. So yeah, it'd be easier.
Well,
Yeah.
just write it off to the side here or something.
Well, you can put it in like one of the modifier boxes.
Oh.
Well, it's your sheet. Do what you want with it.
Put it where you're going to remember it most.
Yes.
Nature.
There are a few typos in Player's Handbook 1. I think. I
What?
honestly,
Wizards of the Coast book doesn't.
Exactly.
That bothers me.
yeah.
I'm
They
paying
don't
this
have
month for a
editors.
book. Come on, guys.
They
Yeah.
doesn't. Well, they reprinted it, so he just has a later copy. Earlier copy.
Yeah, they have like one. I think it's cleric. Like you get trained in religion automatically, and then you can choose one of the skills from below, and one of them is religion also. It's like, wow, great choices there.
So yeah, the warlords are leaders. They're inspiring commander and master of battle tactics. Their power source are martial. You become an expert in tactics through endless hours of training and practice, personal determination, and your own sheer physical toughness. Warlords are accomplished and competent battle leaders. Warlords stand on the front line, issuing commands and bolstering their allies while leading the battle with their weapon in hand.
That's right. I did want to say a few more things.
But the reason why I say they're better than just a standard fighter is because they have like abilities that can be like, you use a healing surge, which allows you to heal yourself, like
Yes.
middle combat. And
Healing surges are hit dice, but there is one thing you can do. I think you can use an action surge, which you get once per day, I think. That lets you use it in round. But yeah, no, clerics would heal you as if you used one. Healing surges are essentially hit dice that you don't normally use during combat too much.
Oh.
But you can. Some other world information that may come into play quite a bit. So when I first wrote this, I wrote this as Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and then I made Act 1 a lot bigger. So things are a little different. So now it's there's going to be a little tutorial bit that I'll call Act 0.
Okay.
But, Act 1 will not, magic items will not be extremely common. Eventually, as you explore more, you'll find them. And you'll find them. You can start buying them eventually, but it's not like you're going to be going into a town and find all these leveled weapons and whatnot.
Yeah, items in this game is weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of items. I'm gonna try to utilize that a bit, hopefully. I don't know if I'll be able to based on character creation, but in this game there are rituals that let you disenchant and re-enchant magic items. And if somebody can do rituals, then if you have a long sword you don't want to use, you can attempt to make it into something you do want to use. 4E also is easy to up and downscale any monster from level 30 to level 1, from level 1 to level 30. So just because I throw a dinosaur at you doesn't mean it can kill you, but it doesn't mean it will kill you, but doesn't mean it can't kill you.
Yeah, there can be a CR1 T-Rex.
Yeah, instead of CR, it's levels. So in theory, a balanced encounter would be if you're all level 1, 4 level 1s. But I can make it 3 level 2s. And it shouldn't be too far off. So there will be harder stuff. Not everything is going to be like walk through the park easy.
Okay.
This world is isolated from campaign settings you may be familiar with. Forgotten Realms, Eberron. The Pantheon from the 4E book, and the DMG for the Evil Gods will be featured in the world. If you wish to worship another god, go ahead. If you want to bring any of the gods from the back of the 5e books, because they have like Cthulhu in there too.
I'm sorry, you said from the Forgotten Realms book?
Yeah, like
Okay.
well, Forgotten Realms is like a campaign setting.
Who's got the Pelor character?
Pelor's in 4E.
Who's the Pelor character this time?
Somebody needs to be
Nope.
one. No, it's gotta be you.
I guess it's me.
Oh, might as well change that name to Ginger.
Ginger the third.
Ginger, Oliver, and
No, it's Nate. Nate said he got the next Pelor character.
Nate has to be a Pelor shaman. So yeah, the gods from 5e book, if you want to worship them, they might not have a major temple in this world, but that doesn't mean you can't worship them. I don't give a shit. Whatever god you want. All non-magical items from Player's Handbook 1, 2, and 3, and the Adventure Vaults, which have the new items that they decided to throw in, will always be accessible. Non-magical will always be accessible. Magical, not necessary. You got the character creation stuff.
Okay. I'm trying to figure this out. So Scions aren't like, you know, in 5e you've got the different classes. They're like melee or ranged or magic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're magic-ish.
So
what does Scions
considered? Go to page 1, and it'll say go to page 1 of Scion. It'll say something along the lines of controller, striker, controller. So that means you're trying to manipulate the monsters and the battlefield to make sure that it's like
So they're not like a melee type of fighter.
No, you are not going in.
Okay.
I know.
So I can be squishy with my hit points.
Can? Yes.
Can be, sure.
Probably not.
But
you
I mean,
never
like,
want to be squishy.
No, I know that, but I'm trying to figure out where to put my numbers.
Yeah.
And I know that hit points are based on con.
Yes.
It's probably the second most important thing for a shard mine.
I would say con is the most important thing.
For shard mine, it's got a +2 for intelligence and then a +2 for wisdom or charisma.
The third player's handbook lets you choose between 2 for the class.
So I'm trying to figure out where I want my points to go.
I don't understand how to fill this out.
Sorry. Ask me a question, I can answer you.
10 plus half level ability class feat
Okay,
ENH
so-
misc.
You are currently level 1.
Yes.
So 10 plus the half of your level, rounded down, would be 10. So every time you level up to the next even number, that'll get +1 automatically. That'll
So
scale
those
for
are all
offense
just-
and defense.
Those are all just 10 to start?
All
I
10 to
guess?
start.
Okay.
Ability depends on the equipment you have.
Okay.
So for light armor, you can use either intelligence or dexterity for your ability modifier based on your equipment.
I'm going to be more specific. Okay. So it says +1 racial bonus to will defense.
Okay, so you would put +1 in one of the miscellaneous.
Okay, that's all I need to know right now.
So then do you add whatever numbers are in here to come up in your final?
One big the big bubble will be the sum.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What do I know?
Ask the question, I can answer.
It doesn't say, like, how do I know, like, starting equipment?
You start with 100 gold and buy what you want.
Oh.
That's how every character gets them starting stuff.
Oh. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out where to place my fucking numbers. Oh my god. I hate this part.
That's why you got
it's the funnest part.
You got all of this week. I'm assuming in 2 weeks we're gonna do the actual end session for you.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So then, if that ends early, we can resume character building. Plus,
well, that means I'm gonna be gone for Jamie's birthday.
I'm not doing again until June. We will do one-on-ones.
Oh, got it.
I need to finish out my school year. It's a little bonkers right now. So.
Okay, we're still doing the Sailor Moon game next week, right?
Yes.
I got the shirt. It's sick. I fucking love it.
Jen's is next week, so then Matt's the 22nd, and then this again the 29th.
Yeah.
But
if because Nate's not here, if he needs time, I'm okay with having a session 02.
I double checked for the 29th, and it's from 5 to 9. I'm like, God damn it!
Oh, that's the 29th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, that'll definitely be a session 2 to help Nate out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played 4E before, but like,
okay,
he's not privy to all this.
I just didn't want to miss Jamie's game. I'm like, I don't want to miss Jamie's
and
game.
instead of streaming that, we can watch the stream while we help him build his character.
Oh.
We could do a watch party.
Yeah. Oh, we could stream watching our old stream.
Yep.
And all the viewers get like
Streamception.
Yeah, streamception. And this is another thing I wanted to say about how I'm gonna DM. If a player is not present, their player's gone.
Dead.
They're not dead. This can happen in the middle of a dungeon. If we end a session without finishing a dungeon, come back the next week, time to play, and then Nate's not here. He's gone. He's invisible. He didn't load in. So it's gonna happen. I know it's not the most immersive thing, but it's so much easier than Matt trying to play Nate's character.
Everybody got food poisoning.
Yeah. Other stuff. Ah, yes.
So I'm using mine, so I don't need strength or dexterity.
So while you're making your heroes, to give you guys a little bit more influence on the world, towns have gambling games at the pubs. I want you to come up I want each of you to come up with one like gambling game. It could be anything from tic-tac-toe, Go, checkers, anything like that, chess, whatever. Liar's dice, I know is a thing. So these can be. I want these to be skills that you can also choose from when you train to be in a skill. So like you get to pick like 2 skills to be trained in beyond your given religion for your cleric. Let's say. Well, maybe you're trained in how to play liar's dice. I'm not gonna. I want like if each of you come up with the game, and then you can all like one of you can be the gambler. It's low. You guys want to do? I'm not gonna tell you you can't.
What is okay? So I understand that your ability modifier goes here, but what is mod plus half level?
So that just gives you the number plus the half level. It's gonna be effectively the same for level 1, but every even number, that number will change beyond your. So plus half level just means As you level up, that number grows. When you level 2, that number becomes +1 from the original
Oh, so it's
number.
not like a ability score improvement where you pick.
No, you'll get those also.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's say your whatever skill is 16. You got +3, but when you get level 2, it's still a +3, but you get +3 plus half level, which becomes +4. So that's to show your character growing every time you level. So for all odd numbers, it's the same as the previous even. So this is 1 is the same as 0. But once you get to level 2, it'll change. Once you get to level 4, it'll change.
We'll worry about it when we get to level 2.
Exactly.
Too much to try to process right
I
now.
also have a Google sheet that has all this, where if you start putting in stuff, it just fills it all out. Another thing that is kind of important I want to bring up: Raise Dead is an 8th level ritual. That means you have to be level 8 to cast it, and you have to know how to cast rituals.
Okay.
So, if you die before reaching level 8, have the character ready. Because you're one of a few group of heroes.
There is no revivify in this
The closest thing to Raise Dead is Raise Dead at level 8. That is the earliest you can raise Dead.
Okay. So, don't die, is what you're saying.
A, don't die. B, be prepared to die and have a second on the ready.
Jesus.
Okay.
Like I said, we died the very first session I ever played 4th edition.
Yes. And I found out a lot of people did, because, like, the math wasn't perfect in the monster damage thing. Like,
have
it's
they have they changed it since then?
There was a thing called the Essential Kit that has a bunch of errata to everything. It's like a basically Player's Handbook 4, and they changed a lot of the numbers. I've also changed the number myself a bit. I didn't look at the actual Essentials book to know if I changed it to what they did, but it's changed enough that it shouldn't be as bad.
Well, I need a regular player's handbook.
I got you.
So I can remember what the modifiers are for the different
I
abilities.
don't.
Like 12 is +1, right?
Isn't
12
it
is +1, yes.
Isn't it right here?
But yeah, that's it.
Looking at it.
Yeah, you just need to flip back a few pages. It might be 4. Yeah, that's the gaining level one, so it should be right back 1 or 2 more pages.
So, okay.
All you have to remember is 10 is 0, and every 2 above that is +1.
Right. 'cause
Oh,
I
hey,
think
that's what I'm filling out right
12
now.
is 12 is +1. 17 would be
Plus
+3. 15
2.
is 2.
Yep.
And 10 is 0.
So 11 would also be 0.
Correct.
Okay. Every 2. Got it.
So
Where's speed?
Speed is on
There it
race.
is, on the right. 6.
So 16, 17 is +3, 18, 19 is +4?
yes,
Correct.
20 becomes +5.
Yes. And there's also the cap at 20 until a certain point. I think it lets you cap over that when you hit Paragon. I don't remember.
So what do we fill in here?
I think that happens as you level up.
Yeah, that one area is as you level up. As your modifier changes from just being just the modifier for being level 1. Once you get to level 2, it changes. Once you get to level 4, it changes again.
So now, instead of being proficient, you have skill bonuses. So like a +2 to Arcana, +2 to Endurance, and +2 to one other skill.
Those are skills that you all have +2 in, but there's also a thing for classes. So that's your skill bonus from being a race. For classes, it'll say like you can gain training in these skills.
+2 to Will, or for a bonus for defense.
Yeah, it'll also say something along the lines of you can train skills, and then that being trained gives you a +5.
Got it. From the class skills below, choose 4 trained skills at first level.
Yes.
So then I already have these 3.
But those aren't being trained; those are just +2. You can choose one of those. To
Oh,
be
I
trained
can still
in and
choose
give
to be
it
one of the
+7.
trained.
Trained gives +5.
Yes.
Oh.
Shite.
Well,
So there's a difference from having a +2 to a skill from your race or class
And being trained in
being
that
trained
level.
in it.
Wait, what?
There's a difference between having a +2 in a skill because of your race or your
Yes.
class, and
Okay.
being trained in it.
Okay.
You can be both, and you can have +2 from your skill, race, and be trained in it. Possibly. I don't know if there necessarily is a combination that lets you do that, but it can be done, sure.
Oh, okay.
That will be
Training and 1 additional skill. Okay, got it. That makes sense. I'm a little scared because so far this is making sense.
I don't know why you're scared.
Like I said, I actually think 4th edition
I think
does some
4th
things
edition
pretty
is better
well.
than 5th edition, in all honesty.
I wouldn't go that far.
No,
Well,
wait a minute. Why is
I think they-
acrobatics considered a dex in here?
Because it is.
Oh, wait.
You mean athletics would be strength.
Okay, I'm used to athletics being at the top,
Hmm.
but acrobatics is at the top.
Alphabetical order, maybe?
Yeah,
so.
apparently the 5e sheets don't go in alphabetical order.
Not all. I think depending on the template you use. The character sheet I used on Roll20, I think it was, or the custom printout, it just put the skills in alphabetical order by the stat they were in.
If surge value is a half, do you round down or up?
I believe it's round down always.
I thought I heard round up for 4e for character creation stuff, but
You got the Player's Handbook 1. Can I see it?
no.
I don't have. Oh, okay. I'll never know. There you go.
So my acrobatics, each plus. So all of these are okay. Oof.
Ooh, that's cool.
I get skill bonuses
Wait,
and
what?
Arcana. So Arcana gives me a +5. Bluff. The same thing as deception.
Yeah.
I used charisma as my dump stat.
Oh, that's right. When you're looking at your defenses, your fortitude, you can pick whether it's strength or
You
Constitution.
can pick which of the better two.
Yeah, you pick which
modifiers.
one you
Yeah.
want.
What is dungeoneering?
Dungeoneering. So
Knowing how to traverse through a dungeon.
exactly. Yes, it's like
Yeah, it's pretty simple actually.
yeah, and then streetwise is how to traverse through a city.
Yep.
And nature's how to traverse
Oh.
through nature.
Endurance?
Endurance, I believe they use the example of holding your breath while swimming.
Have a name.
I do not. I know, right? I'm a man with no name.
Oh, I've been through the desert on a horse.
You can just
I'm
call me sir.
I'm assuming rounding is going to be
I
down
will.
because rounding is always down for almost
Okay.
everything. So I would
Okay.
assume it's down still. Doesn't say exactly, but I'm probably gonna give you decimal point experience for stuff just because breaking it down and making 1 point be lost forever sucks sometimes. So if you start to get into decimal point experience, don't cry about it.
What?
So like if we have to split 501 4 ways, that's not going to be the cleanest to split. So
Sure.
you'll have 0.25. I'm okay with it.
Excuse me, I burped.
How
Yart.
dare you? You didn't even yard.
One more training.
If you have a question, you can ask
No,
it.
I'm just trying to think of how this character would present itself. To figure out the skills that I want to choose.
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna go with Nakash.
Spell?
Nachesh.
You have a last name?
Fire.
Cridval. Krivdhall.
Krivval?
Krivdal.
Rivdal?
Yeah, Krivdal.
Okay.
Nakash
Is it D-A-L?
Krivdal.
Spell that
D-
again? C-R-I-V...
No,
K-R-I...
Krivdhall. Yeah, that's right.
D-H-A-L-L.
They're weird shard mine names.
I just use fantasy name generator for most of my shit, and then
It has all the 4 races on
I
it.
just take all the stuff and I'm like, I like that first name and that last name.
Yeah, or like that first
I
part
like
of that name.
Zakiti, but then I keep thinking of just like Big Ziti.
Big Ziti?
Baked Zini.
Trust me, I went to Gone with Fresreath and people are gonna try and call me Pee-Pee.
I do like Amata, but I think I might change it to Amara, which was the name of the darkness in Supernatural. She was God's sister. God was
I'm
light.
so glad I got out of
God
the show
was
as early
light,
as I
and
did.
Amara was dark.
God,
She was the darkness.
It was cute.
Like, I loved
She
season
was cute.
1.
She was at Wizard World a couple years ago. In Cleveland.
Okay, so if it says, hold on,
I think that's what I'm gonna pick. I think I'm gonna name her Amara.
Okay.
I like that
spell,
name. Amara.
because I will make character things. So if it says you're already trained, like it says trained in stealth and thievery from the class list, select 4 more. If I choose stealth again, does that give me
I'm
plus
assuming
10?
that's a typo. You're not supposed to be able to. You're not. It's not supposed to be there, because you only put an X in the train. You don't put an X plus times 2. So no, you would not be able to choose that again.
Ability mod plus half your level.
Yes. So because again, as you grow in levels, everything gets a little easier.
I don't understand.
Do history.
So I don't understand. Where do I, like, if I'm trained in acrobatics?
So there should be a box that you can just cross.
It says
out.
TRND.
Yeah, at the top of the
Yeah.
in the black areas.
Oh.
Yeah, you just exit out,
Oh.
and that symbolizes +5.
Okay.
Oh, so we're not actually writing a number in here.
No,
we just like check it.
You can check it, exit, play +5. Whatever.
Oh.
Whatever you understand. Yeah.
Yeah, because I want my total number over here. I
Yeah.
don't want to have to add while I'm in the middle of shit.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Okay. That's why I feel like you're creating like a formula in here.
I
And I'm like, just
created
give me the number.
I created a formula. There's a formula for all this on spreadsheet. Yeah.
But then, what do you rate in the bonus box?
Oh, so
that would be the sum. So you'd have to
Okay.
do it all
so
and then
checking
get it
the
all
box
summed out.
is like filling in the bubble for proficiency.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
bonus is basically like,
Got
this
it.
is your bonus to your roll. This is the total bonus.
Yes.
Okay, so if I have a dex plus 5, I go. If I'm trained in acrobatics, it's 5 plus 4.
Plus 9.
Yeah.
So
And then
then
half
I
your
rate
level
9
is
then.
0 at the
Yes.
moment. so
And then
that
when
it's
you
just
level
9.
up again, you'll be
10.
half +1. That would be +10. So things get better.
It's
as you
basically
level up.
the half.
No, your
the half
base
level
should
is
be a
proficiency.
+5.
What?
Because like I'm trained in Arcana, which is intelligence. My intelligence modifier is +3, and I get the +2 here.
But then she might not get a +2 for something else.
Right.
Yeah. You can't assume what you're getting +2 is the same thing.
Yeah, she's a different race and
Yeah.
class.
No, I'm just looking at this from a number standpoint. But okay, so wait a minute. Okay, wait. Now I'm confused.
Okay, ask the question.
All right, I did my +2s.
Yes.
To the 3 things that I picked.
Okay.
Now I go over here to
What do you
trained
mean-
skills.
What do you
Pause.
mean by +2? You mean +5?
Well, yeah, my +5: Arcana, Endurance, and History
Okay.
is what I chose
That's from your class.
from my from my race.
Race does not give you trained stuff.
No,
That is only
I know.
+2.
I'm starting with the bonuses.
Okay.
Okay, I'm starting with skill bonuses.
You got +2.
I got +2 Arcana, Endurance, and 1 other skill.
Okay.
And I picked History. Now I go over to trained skills,
Yes.
and I can choose 4 of these.
Yes.
Now, if I choose Arcana to be trained,
That's a +5.
and that's in addition to the +5 that I already have.
From
So
the
I'm
2 and the
+10
3,
at first level.
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that can happen.
How did you get to a +10? Because he just
So-
told me no.
Training +5. If you get from a race, you get +2.
Okay.
And then you get from having the ability score be +3.
Gotcha.
I didn't realize you could go that high at level 1.
And then you roll D10. If you just roll a 10, you
so
got a
that's
20.
not
right
what
there.
that means. I don't put those there.
If you roll 10 on a D20 and you have +10, you just got a 20 right there. It's not impossible. It's just not going to happen for every skill.
Holy
It's
shit.
more likely you'll have one score be a +10, and everything else be kind of
Meh.
anywhere from +0 to +5.
Yeah.
Maybe a +7.
I have a couple good ones.
Yeah. But if you have like if you have 2 +10s, you probably have nothing else over 5.
No. Wait, how did I'm
Wait.
dumb.
I believe in you.
You got this.
0. I'm 0. I'm an idiot. Well, because based on
You smart girl.
so what I am kind of gleaning from Shard Minds is that they're just very like I'm trying to channel like data from Star Trek with the emotion chip.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the like thinking that I'm going with.
Or the
I think that red guy that has the Geminus head. Vision, yeah.
Oh, Vision?
well, he's not so emotional.
Yeah, no, not.
But they can be.
But it says when they experience emotions,
Like their emotions
they
are
experience
always on
it
a 10.
powerfully.
Yeah, it's always like
Whenever he gets angry, doesn't he get like go nuts?
That's the Hulk.
No,
No, Vision. No,
not
Vision,
that angry.
No, Vision doesn't
No,
do that.
I was gonna say also kind of like the robots in iRobot.
I've seen him have like a really angry face.
Well,
in
if you remember in I don't know if anybody watched Star Trek First Contact, but
I
have not.
like
yes.
Data has the emotion chip, and he gets scared, and he's like paralyzed
Wait, I
with
lied, I
fear.
Yeah.
well, that's because he never experienced that emotion before.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of how I'm kind of looking at this.
Yeah.
Like just for the emotional range of that
So
character.
just
Well, you're not a
be Brent
child.
Spiner.
If you're gonna be an adventurer, you would have experienced fear before. Maybe. Well, I guess maybe not. Maybe you lived a sheltered life.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying in
Your
general.
first battle, you're like, no.
No. I'm just talking about
hard.
like the powerful
I'm going back home to mommy.
the powerful response to emotion.
Mm.
Not that they've never experienced it before, just how she would how I would experience it.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
she doesn't have a gender.
always on 10s. So like you don't get annoyed, you get enraged, like it said. You don't get sad, you get depressed.
Okay.
Don't get mad. Get
Wonderful.
glad.
Yeah.
So you're drunk all the time.
So I'm basically
yeah.
I'm basically thinking that it's going to be like a very flat affect that she portrays. I portray.
Okay.
Like just very like
Like
not
you're like
yeah.
gonna be Rosa, but then like super emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just a very flat way of talking. Very like logical, very because their intelligence score is what is their big thing.
Yeah.
I got 27 hit points at level 1. Let's go.
Okay, so
6.
wait, hit points. Where is that on here?
Wait.
So it's it's good. The formula is gonna be for either class or race. I forgot which.
Oh, here it is. Hit points. So your max hit points. Oh wait, we talked about
You'll
this.
have to look at your race or class. It'll say what it'll be because it's not. You don't roll dice for hit points in this one.
You doing weight limits?
I didn't exactly intend on it, but I can.
No, I'm good.
Oh wait, no, that would be.
Holy
on the
crap! I
class,
got a
not
lot of
race.
healing surges.
Yeah,
Oh,
Seven-
hit points at
7
first
plus
level.
con
12
mod.
plus con. Okay, 12.
So I get 9 healing.
Oh, I have 15. Hit
What's
points.
up?
15.
Mhm.
That seems low.
Well, my con is 16, so it's a +3.
No.
No,
Your
not
con score.
Not mod score.
Oh!
Yeah.
16 plus 12?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 28.
28.
Whoa!
I said that before. You will not be as squishy.
Whoa!
Yes.
I'm 27. What'd you put in your con?
14.
That's why. It's your score.
Yeah.
So the higher you put in con, the more HPs you'll have.
I put my highest in con.
Yeah.
Because I get a +2 to intelligence, so my intelligence is a 17 instead of a 15.
Well, less strength than 8.
Ooh.
My strength is a 12.
We
So
don't
is
know
it
any
dex?
of Nate's numbers yet exactly because he ain't here.
I feel like it wouldn't be very dexy either because it's just a bunch of like crystals stuck together.
But you can also just like reshatter and reassemble. So
I do like this teleportation that they can do.
So for the powers, I would recommend having a copy of the character sheet online just so you can like, check you used encounters, or if what Nate did, that it was kind of what the intention was for paper play is get a little card that you can have a front and back too, so when you use it, you flip it over.
Yeah, I like doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, I had when I printed out this thing from online, it had like this in here.
Okay, yeah. I also have these that.
Oh, and then it actually has little cards.
Yeah, and you can cut those out and when you use them, flip them over.
And I
Got
also.
So they're
it.
kind
Okay.
of just like used for that encounter.
And when I bought this,
But
thing,
yeah,
it
you
has
can
the
use as
same
many times
kind
as you
of
want.
thing.
Right.
They're like cantrips.
Because I remember doing that with the Bard. I had like a, I think I had like an index card or something.
Yeah, I also have
that
these
somebody
little
wrote
things.
for me.
So this is
Ooh,
for magic
wow.
and utility powers.
Wow,
I think it's
nice.
more the same.
I like those. Where'd you get those?
I bought them with the little book that came for like $2, I think. It had a bunch of character sheets and a bunch of these. I don't have all of them because I handed them out to the one group we played with. So if we do decide to use these, I'll have to print them out print out more copies. If you can print front and back, we can take care of that now. If you, just to make sure we have enough.
Yeah, I like those.
You won't have the perforated stuff. But the only reason I recommend having it on World 20 instead is because it's easy to copy or copy paste than it is to handwrite everything in. But it's whatever you guys want to do.
I like to write.
I also don't like carpal tunnel, so.
I need the visual. If I write it, it's in my visual cortex.
Okay. Everyone's different.
Everyone is different. No two people are the same.
Okay. So now I have to pick Grandin. Okay. Always go perception. I hate my warlock is not perceptive at all, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
Oh, same. My intelligence is the lowest, and yet I'm the one that's always doing investigating and perceiving, and I need a
Perception's wisdom.
whatever. I need something to bump up my intelligence and wisdom.
For
Real
what,
life
this,
Jamie or
this character or
Both.
No.
No, my my warlock.
oh.
She's the one that's always investigating.
I know I am too. I'm always rolling investigation or perception, and I have the lowest score. We have a druid who never does it.
Speaking of that, I don't want to, because it happens a lot at every table. It's not. I'm not trying to make anyone sound like the bad guy. I do not want to hear. If I ask somebody to make a perception check, I don't want to hear. Can I do it too? Can I do it too?
No.
If I don't ask you, don't ask me.
Can you
Unless
can you grant advantage and help?
You can. Yes, you can. If somebody's saying I want to check stuff out, and you say I want to help them, yes, you can do
Okay.
that. It's that's another big difference about 4E and 5E. Advantage is not the same. They use the word. It is not the same.
Oh.
In 4E, advantage means +2. Disadvantage means -2.
Oh, I read that.
Yes, it is very. It is different. It is.
So she doesn't roll with advantage. She rolls and then adds 2.
So what she would do, like say if he's investigating, you're helping. You would roll a d20, flat d20. If you roll 10 or higher, then you help. That just gives him +2.
Okay.
Yeah. The only downside to this is it leads to things where you're helping, you roll a 20. You're helping him, he rolls a 2. So you helped a lot, but he didn't find shit.
Oh.
So that's why they got rid of that roll for just giving advantage.
Okay.
5e.
So my roll.
Even though you're helping, you helped. You gave him +2, but he rolled a 2, so he got 4.
Okay.
So it was like a feels bad moment.
So
they
then, like,
changed it.
both of us. So then, like, narrative wise, if I rolled and passed, do I get any benefit to that, or is it just straight for what he rolls?
You were helping, so you just gave him +2.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
they
basically,
changed it.
you did really well, and then I fucked you
Like
over.
you're like, oh man, look at all
sorry,
this.
I'm picking
like,
you.
hey, you gotta check
Wait,
these
why are
areas
there
out.
feet over
He's
here?
not finding shit.
Okay, that sucks.
Question.
Yes. There's also more weapons in.
I mean, it's pretty clear on what I can use.
So I'm trained in
'cause
athletics,
you're rogue, you're trained in
diplomacy,
specific weapons. Yes.
and
Proficiencies are not the same across the board, and it is
Right.
confusing and sucks. But
I'll be trained in Arcana. At +10 at first level. That just seems so crazy.
well, the other thing though is, it'll only go up with magic items or every half level. Like you can't train in it again. You can't. I don't think that you can take feats to beyond trained. So like
whatever
that's
you're trained in, that's where it sits.
like it's pretty much only gonna go up as you level up. It's never gonna be like
Okay.
Like you're not gonna get to plus 15 until you get to a level where plus 15 is a thing.
Okay.
Like you'll have to wait till you get the magic items that might do that effect.
Dungeoneering seems like one that.
Oh, and this is another thing I should have mentioned, but you had a question. You didn't ask it.
Hold on. It says attack versus defense. What goes in the defense box?
So that would depend. So because you're writing down just the weapons, or are you writing down the powers?
I'm writing down the powers. Yet.
Okay, so since it's the weapons, it would be just AC. But your powers might be like you're attacking first, a reflex.
So in figuring out AC, I have 10 in that box, 2 in that box. So is it just 12?
It depends. Did you buy equipment already?
Yeah, my leather armor would be.
Okay, so your leather armor is light,
Yeah.
so you can apply your dex or intelligence modifier also beyond to a certain limit.
Okay.
Are you on the armor? Can you go to the armor page real quick?
Per day, 6 plus con modifier.
Okay, so there's gonna be I think there's supposed to be a maximum.
Minimum.
That's for magic stuff.
6 plus.
I want to say there's a.
Oh, 9.
Read what it says for light armor. I think there was. It might only be that light armor gets it, medium and heavy don't.
Yeah.
The
healing surge is only 1/4 your level, or 1/4 your max HP, so it's not a ton.
So. Okay, so is this kind of like negating the need for like dedicated healers?
Yeah, there is really.
Well, it's effectively like hit dice.
But you can use like when I think of it, I think of like the fighter gets second wind.
Yeah.
But no other class has that.
Yeah, every class gets action
every
surge.
class.
Yeah,
gets...
every class has one action surge a day.
Oh.
Which you can use to
Which
heal.
you can use to do like a heal, an extra action.
And I have an ability that's basically allows you to spend a healing called Inspiring Word. The target can spend a healing surge and regain an additional 1d6 hit points.
Yes.
So I can have you spend one of your healing surges, gain HP, and then I give you an extra 1d6.
Yeah.
Oh shite. Okay.
Yeah, Warlord is actually, I would say Warlord's more of a bard and a fighter combined.
This is the edition that has the bloodied mechanic?
Yeah, this is where bloodied started, yes.
Got it.
I am not doing what Matt did and giving every monster a bloody trigger, because that's a lot of work.
Oh,
but
so
I am also
wind,
doing a whole lot of
encounter.
other work, so please appreciate it.
You're doing what?
A whole lot of other work.
What are action points?
Action points are so action points and action surges are the things I got confused. Action point is you get you can only have one a day, but you can only use you can only use one in encounter. You will when you long rest you'll get one at the start of the day, but you can do things to earn more. It's just I want an extra action.
Oh.
So if you start with one.
So at level 1 we start with 1?
You always will have one. When you wake up from a long rest, there's things you can do to earn more. I can't remember exactly what they are. Can you hand me the Player's Handbook 1? And I want to say you complete milestones to earn more.
Yeah, that's what it says. Milestones 0, 1, 2, action points 1, 2, 3.
Yes. So that's your action point maximum until you rest. Once you rest, that goes away, and it goes back to 1. It's kind of like. None of you probably played that version of Fallout 4, so
what?
There's a Fallout 4 has survival mode, and they have a feature called adrenaline. The more kills you gets your adrenaline modifier up, but you also still need to sleep eventually, but you're at like a plus to damage and plus to defense while you have adrenaline.
Okay.
So you kill more, you get more adrenaline, but everything also hits more, so. If you go out and you die, you go back to your last save, which is when you go to sleep. So adrenaline keeps you wanting to explore, but it also is keeping you from. It's like a best of both worlds. Like, do I sleep or do I keep on fighting while I have this adrenaline?
Do I sleep or do I? Class features: discipline, focus, psionic augmentation, and ritual casting. What does that mean?
So ritual casting lets you cast rituals. The other things should be described in the Scion area.
Alright.
Level 27?
Well, that's you don't get all that. Those are class features you get. So instead of having that, like you'll have more choices each level than you will in 5e. Like every time you level up, you have to choose one of like 4 or 5 powers to choose which one you want to take, and then if you want to make any swap outs, you can. Like, if you don't like the at will you chose for level 1, you can swap that out for one of the other at wills at level 1.
Yeah, because here it says level 1, at will attack powers, choose 2. Power points, gain 2.
So Scions use power points.
Oh, power point.
Yes.
Yeah, you can
Start with
you can
2
do some
power
pretty cool
points.
stuff. They're kind of like Mystic.
I don't remember Mystic.
Yeah, we played those. That was fun.
Mystic
for
was
a few
was
games
sick.
we got to do.
Yeah.
Is that Nate's game?
I just remember they were quite busted because of
Yeah.
Just being nutty.
I enjoyed it.
The problem is they were just outshining every other class. They can do everything any other class can do, and you can basically build them to just be better
The
at
best
anything.
version
Yeah,
of
the
every
best version of every class. They're super flexible and cool, but
Was
like
it Homebrew?
no, well, it was UA for a
UA.
while, and then they decided to like they basically took the class of Scion or Mystic and they just split it up into an entire book of all of the different classes of Mystic.
Oh, okay, so there's like like an intelligence themed Mystic.
Yeah,
and
it's in
strength
it's in one of the recent ones. I think it might be Xanathar's or it might be later than that.
Xanathar's recent. That came out like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I mean like recent, not COVID time.
Okay.
COVID time.
COVID minus
3 years.
2
Yeah, it's like -2.
I can't believe it's been
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now we're
Yeah, Scions are a little new to me, so I don't remember. They're not in the memory bank as much as everything else is.
34 feet. I don't know yet. Hampton. I don't know yet.
Yeah, what do never mind. Let me just read this. I'll just read it first.
Oh, well, I guess I inadvertently went telekinetic, so
Yeah.
by choosing my certain scores.
Well, that's what it's suggesting to you. It doesn't tell you have to.
Well,
do it.
telekinetic says using intelligence and wisdom. Telepathic is intelligence and charisma. And I used charisma as my dump stat.
Okay.
So, guess I'm going telekinetic.
I mean, you don't
Which
have
is
to
fine.
min-max. You
I
can
wanna-
choose to be bad at some of your things.
I want to throw shit.
I'm
Why
bad.
is it called min-maxing if you're trying to, like, be
Because
an efficient character?
well,
Well, it has bad
There's a
connotations to
difference.
it, but it's not. I don't think min-maxing is bad, but some people do. So
I look at
There's-
it as I'm trying to create a proficient character.
right, but
But
some people like to
having
embrace
plus
flaws.
2 over, like having +2 instead of +4 isn't that big of a deal.
I
So
mean,
like
it's 10%.
it's
10%.
but
You want to be 10% better.
yeah, but like if you're gonna, to me it gets into the realm of min-maxy because it's like the numbers don't really matter to me. Like I was a ranger that started with 3 dexterity. And
See,
they
but
used all
I
the
look at
ASI to get dexterity.
I
up,
don't
and I
want
have no
the-
wisdom.
I don't want the flaws to be part of the build. I'd rather them have like a personality flaw
Okay, that checks out.
rather than like fuck up like some stuff.
playability flaw. Yeah,
Yeah,
understandable.
that's easier to do.
Yes. I am happy that some of the dice rolled the way they did, and
Right,
assuming
I
this
keep
gets
jumping all
played.
over this book. I need to like just
Me
focus.
too.
that,
I'm like race class.
I know.
They're 100 pages apart. This is not a smart idea of how to do this.
I know.
That's why I use post-its.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll
Oh,
just go
to mark pages in the book. Yeah,
That's
I did that on my player's
Gain
handbook when
1
I first got
feat.
it.
Train the starting
Can
skills.
I like
Gain 2 at
borrow
will
this
powers.
book to go home with me?
There's PDFs of it.
Is it 3?
Is it?
Sure.
Well,
It's-
I
you
have
can't give away his
it's
books.
Probably it's probably Jamie's book. So yeah.
Wait, you bought a 4th edition book?
So apparently, Josh's group used to play for the 4E,
Oh,
whatever. So we have all the books.
well, that's convenient.
That's cool. Do you have all the one? Because you had one of the Eberron books for one of the characters you wanted to build. Does that mean you have that one?
Yeah.
Oh. So like when you say all the books, like
There's a big stack of them, man.
Oh,
You'd have to start
that's-
borrowing some of those
okay,
books.
yeah,
That's what
like
this
if you
means.
bring
We
them,
have some hero
I was gonna say.
thing. I don't know.
If you bring
I'm
them,
just saying I'm not
they're
going to finish
available.
creating this character in the next hour and 15
Oh
minutes.
god, yeah, it's gonna be a while.
I just want to borrow this
Really?
book.
Why? I feel we start playing today.
It takes me hours to create one character.
Yeah, it was-
4E
joke.
takes a while, and people bullshit. So
I don't feel like it does.
Yeah.
I feel like it's quicker than 5th edition. Well, I mean, I guess the more you know about it. You said there's feats in all 3 books, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Books 2 and 3 morally have feats for just the classes in the books, but they still have more widely available ones here.
Armor of Bahamut. I have the PDFs. I don't want to take books from other people if they're not using computer.
I mean, they're currently just sitting here, so
Yeah.
Armor proficiencies. Cloth. What does that mean?
that just means you can only wear cloth armor. It's effectively clothes, but there's still magical cloth armor.
Yeah, like robes and shit.
Okay.
How do you? I don't know.
Oh, I get a weapon.
How do you deter? What is the bonus to damage?
So melee will always be strength.
Okay.
Dexterity will.
It tells you what it is next to the class. Like the class ability you're talking about?
No, like longsword.
The longsword will always be proficiency plus strength mod.
Where do I put proficiency?
So
Yeah, where?
go to the weapon page. It's on like chapter 7.
It was page 220.
Oh yeah, I still gotta
So-
pick all that shit.
No, it's
Too
back.
far.
So the weapons have their own proficiencies, which
Uh-huh.
sucks, which is why they fixed it in 5e. It's one of the only things I hate about it. And then it's prof plus the
So that's-
strength mod. But so all you really have to worry about is this plus strength mod, except for when you use a power that might say instead of using your strength, you use your dexterity for it. Because you're a rogue, you might use dex more than you use strength for your skills. I don't know that.
But then the damage is just like a D8.
Damage would be D8 plus whichever primary attribute you used.
Okay.
So if the skill says use dex, use dex. If the skill says use strength, use strength.
Y'all?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I could swap.
I'm thinking you just need cards, like bigger writing room.
Maybe. I met my stats.
I'll say, I think she meant her stats.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
it
trying to
doesn't-
get used to the layout of this is very.
It's different. I understand.
There's we had for my Tuesday group we're doing the Wasteland Wanderer, and the character sheet for that is totally different.
Wasteland, the Fallout game.
Yeah.
You're actually doing that instead of the
Yeah,
Fallout
we've been
5e.
doing it for. I mean, we're using
It's the 2d20 system.
we're using 5e rules.
Oh, okay, so you're not using the
Right, we're kind of modifying it for like at least for like combat stuff.
Yeah.
But there's like there's different like things in there like addiction is a thing.
Yeah, because there's chems.
Yeah. So like we're using those rule sets, but for like combat we're using 5e rules.
Okay.
But that character sheet is way different, and
Yes.
like the lines like to write stuff, like if I'm trying to keep track of my inventory, are like half this size.
Oh my god.
my
That's small.
my sheet is like
Just get a notebook.
So, I know.
Just
Well,
at that
I
point.
keep saying I'm gonna grab an actual 5e sheet, and I'm gonna do it that way
Yeah.
because it's easier for me to find.
Have you ever played the Fallout 4?
Nope.
So, are you guys encountering anybody from the game?
It might.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If
the
we
rules
are, I don't know what that is.
So, when
Preston
We're
Garvey.
encountering Russians.
Russians. Okay, no. Okay.
when I spent way too much time in that game, like more time than I spent playing The Witcher, Valentine was my boy.
I love Valentine as a character.
Hancock was my man.
He's alright.
And he was so smooth. And then I got the addition, Far Harbor.
Oh, that makes Nick Valentine so much better.
Yes. And also, I can't remember the guy's name, but he
The
was
other droid.
no, the old guy you can get as your sidekick. When you max out your relationship with him, he's basically your father figure, and I'm
I
like,
forgot. Yeah, I forgot his name.
I actually felt close to him.
He's the guy you find in the
We
woods.
do a brain reset.
Fog.
I keep reading the same
Google.
paragraph over and over again.
can't remember his name. I only played Far Harbor once, so I don't remember it as well.
Can you?
I played Nuka World like 5 or 6 different times.
I
love
never
Nuka
made it
World.
through that.
Nuka World is so good.
Fallout. What faction did you end up siding with?
The first playthrough, Institute.
I'm sorry?
In the first playthrough was Institute.
Institute. Oh yeah. I mean,
'Cause
that's
the first-
your boy. How could
It's
you
your
not?
son. Like I was like, well, I have to. He's my son.
Right.
Like then on the second playthrough, I was like, okay, let's. I played through them all,
Okay.
but like Institute was the first choice. It's like, well, I'm supposed this is my son. I have to do it.
Exactly.
I do love that they let you like. Because Fallout 3 was notorious for having its essential tags that made kit players unkillable. Once Sean walks into the room, you can kill him right there.
Oh.
That's fucking hilarious to me. I was like, oh, the only character you can't kill on sight the first time you meet him, and effectively the whole game, is Preston Garvey.
Hmm.
Everyone else you can kill.
So I'm looking at the list of companions. Kate, I was
love Kate.
over her real fast.
I love Kate. Once you do the drug mission for her, it's awesome.
I loved Codsworth.
He was he could go away.
In Far Harbor, do you remember there's some robots like doing a soap opera?
Yes, in the theater.
I didn't realize like I was building my relationship with them until I ended up spending the night with one of them, and I was like, oh, I cheated on Hancock. I feel dirty. Paladin Dance was hot.
That's just cool.
He was a little too straight-laced for me. There's McCready. I mean, Valentine's just the best. Piper.
I like
Piper.
Kate. The female robot.
Curie.
That's it. I love her.
I had no interest in Strong. Those guys give me a headache. Old Longfellow was
Longfellow. That's it. He's a cool character. I like I like Nuka World better. I think Nuka World is one of my favorite DLCs of all time. Because it's just so good. Like, it lets you side with citizens and kill the raiders right away. And I was telling a coworker, like, Fallout, that Nuka World is my favorite. He's like, it sucks. It forces you to be bad. I was like, no, it doesn't. He's like, yeah, it does. It forces you to join a faction. I was like, no. He's like, yeah. It's like, you can kill him right away.
Yeah.
Like, but then what do you get out of it? I'm like, well, you're good because you killed all the raiders, and you still get to explore the world because there's no more raiders.
Okay, well, back to this.
Yes.
So, as a rogue, I'm going to be a brawny rogue. So, it doesn't specifically say anywhere use strength or dex.
So go to flip a page.
Mm-hmm.
So for all of these,
yes,
it'll say attack, dexterity versus AC. Attack, dexterity versus AC.
Okay, so that is
that is your ability versus their reflex or versus their AC, depending on the powers you use.
So let's say I'm using Deft Strike, and I want to hit with a dagger.
It would be better for you to throw the dagger, in theory, I guess, because it says martial weapon. It says melee or ranged. Yeah, you can use that over.
Well, let's just so I have my dagger. It's already +4 because of the rules on the previous page.
Yes.
So then I add my dex bonus, so it would be +8.
I think that depends. It wouldn't add your strength also if it calls for your dexterity.
This is all dex, and the previous page said you can do dex or strength, and it says you could stat starting with strength. I'm like, all right, I want to be a brawny, start with strength. These are all dex.
Are they really all dex?
Yeah.
That seems counterintuitive.
Yeah. I don't like that they would say that then.
The other thing, nope, they are all dex. I guess I don't understand. Because an attack in 5e is just an attack. So
correct.
My attack
These
is...
so this is where it's different. These aren't your attacks. These are your These are your spells. Every character has spells. Your basic attack is still a basic attack. It's just not nearly as good to do a basic attack when you can do that, and that. So
if I want to do a sly flourish with my longsword, which is already +3, and it says the attack is Dex versus AC, do I have my +3 +4?
I just want to make sure I'm not misunderstanding it, because I could be misunderstanding it the whole time.
1W. What is a 1W?
So that means the weapon
damage.
that you're using.
Oh, okay. So it says a hit is 1 weapon plus Dex mod plus Charisma mod damage. So
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, plus Strength plus Dex. Well, that makes sense. It tells you what to add, so it's fine. Yeah, I need to put these on cards or just make a copy or something.
You want to scan these things real quick so you can print some of these out?
I imagine I could just print them from.
I don't know if you can find them online, yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine they're not. Okay, I guess I'll just search real quick.
I mean, they were made in 2008, so who knows? And if you scan them, you can modify them so they're a little bigger. But these are not a full sheet of paper.
That's saving throws, saving throw modifiers.
Yeah, it's just like 5e, where it's normally a flat roll, but you can have a feat that might give you plus to those, but normally it's a flat roll.
Flat roll. Yeah, I don't have anything, so...
You have such pretty tulips in your...
Or he's cultivated them.
He's made them the way they are. Attention.
Put it this way, I've mowed over that flower bed. And they still keep going back.
They won't go away.
They started growing in the lawn. Like, I don't know, they must have, like, got some seeds, like... It's not that I don't want them, it's that I'm not going to maintain them, so they're just going to get weeds grown all over them, and they're going to die.
Okay.
Apparently they're doing fine on their own.
They're so pretty.
Dex, and then half level, so half level 0, and then we just put our Dex
Dex
there.
modifier.
+4. So my initiative...
+4.
+4?
Currently, yes. You can take because you start with a feat, you might take a feat that gives you plus.
You start with a feat.
You start with at least 1 feat.
So my current Dex is 12, which is a +1.
I don't see where it tells
So my initiative is
Where?
+1?
Class feature?
Is that what just happened?
Mine's -1.
What are you asking, Jamie?
How many feats do we start with?
It should be 1. I'm double checking that now. 1. Humans gain an additional 1 at first level. Some classes also grant additional feats as well. Double check that you gain any feats, but if you're not human, you should have 1. If it's 2, then your class is better than others.
What page did you find that chart on?
29.
Oh, so wait. So for powers.
I can leave this book open to that chart so you can see it.
I mean, I have it here, so.
So I gain the powers of far hand and forceful push, but that's all I get.
You're just level 1, dude.
Oh, because the other ones are the telepathic.
Yes.
Ew.
So also, because you have the Scion, so you don't know this, because your Scion kind of says, do this or do that. Like a cleric, they might have like War Priest or Healing Cleric, and it'll give you the suggestions. You don't, like, those are just suggestions. I don't think, for Scion it might be you take one over the other, but
well,
for clerics,
Scion you do telekinetic focus or telepathy.
Yeah.
I'm going telekinesis. So it says you gain the powers far hand and forceful push,
yes,
which is
gaining
in the encounters.
those instead of like Scion seems like it's less of a choice broadly, where you choose one choice and then you get sent down your path. Whereas clerics, it's like you can choose this, that, or a mix of the both.
Now encounter powers are something that
come back with short rests.
So once you use it,
that's it for the encounter, unless it says it recharges, because some of them do. I know, I forgot what race it was, but one of them kind of like marks them and does like the ranger kind of marking, but it's not a ranger. It's one of the player handbook 2 or 3 races or classes. And it says when you can move it around after that, the first.
So even though forceful push is a free action, I can only use it once.
Once per encounter, yes.
An encounter is one battle.
Battle, yes.
That's why there's dailies, which is once per day, encounters once per encounter.
But at wills, you can use.
And many times
You can spam them.
Oh!
But they still fall under the major minor action. So if it's an action, you can still only do it once per turn.
Standard action.
But you can do it every single turn.
Standard action.
And there's stuff
Standard
that are,
action.
And there's minor actions sometimes.
Okay, so.
Which is a bonus.
Oof.
What?
Hold on. Standard. Standard.
Yeah, you're most likely always going to choose between one standard or another. There might be times where there's going to be like a move or a minor action in there. Or for wizard, there might be an immediate action. Also, I found out 4E is very lenient in opportunity attacks. You don't get one reaction per round. You get one immediate action per round, which could be like a power thing. But you get one opportunity attack per turn. So if like each monster decides to run through you, you get a swipe at all of them.
I don't know if you're remembering. I don't know if you're reading.
I read that earlier, yeah. I was like, that doesn't seem right. And I read it again. I was like, yeah, okay, that's how it is.
Is it still called an attack of opportunity?
There's I think it's called opportunity attack, but yeah.
Oh, so like if multiple creatures run past you, you get a hit on every one of them?
Yep. I'll double check it, but that's how it sounded. That's what it sounded like, because it's.
I think it's the same as 5th edition, but it's on 290.
Opportunity attacks. When you're adjacent to an enemy, that enemy can't move past you unless past you or use a range attack or an area power without putting itself in danger by allowing you to do an opportunity attack against it.
Oh, it says right there, you can take only one opportunity action during another combat in this turn, but you can take any number during a round.
Yes. But there's immediate actions, or immediate reactions.
Well, I think because you can
like
shift.
Counterspell.
Because you can shift, it's not so bad.
Yes. And shifting is essentially disengaging. You're like dropping back one space and then not provoking attacks. It costs your move.
Where do I Where do I put in like my PowerPoints? But those are for Scion, so it's not gonna be...
PowerPoints. So yeah, this character sheet was made before Scions were made. So if you just want to put it just write it down somewhere in on the top of the page. It's kind of like how you'd have to fill it in somewhere for key points.
Oh,
just
put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't anticipate you playing a monk when they made the character sheet, so they don't have a spot for it.
The PowerPoints are addition to my action points. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
They are not the same, and they're not interchangeable from what I know.
Okay. So I have 2 PowerPoints.
You just put it in feats.
Yeah. You can put it in feats. You can put it on top of the page. You can put it on top of each page.
Fusion.
Yep.
So I found the site that has every single power card to print.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
And you just select the ones you want?
No, you can print all of them. You can pick the pages you want.
Oh,
I mean, it's 95 pages. I don't have enough ink for that.
Yeah, I know.
But what I could do is I could print
the
first 2 pages
for each class.
Yeah. And then they can cut out which ones.
Alternatively, I can just take the player's handbook to go to like an Office Max or something. And then when they say, no, it's copyright material, I'm like, it's meant to be copied, it's the player's handbook.
Well, I mean, this is kind of laid out nicely.
Oh, is it like, it's
So
the
like-
actual cards?
Well, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
But it allows you to, it has spots to write in your specific
Yeah.
bonuses. So, when she was asking, what is my plus to whatever, you could, write that there,
Boom,
the damage
boom,
there, and the attack
boom.
bonus
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
So, these are kind of nice in that. They look laid out pretty nicely.
Oh shit! I have ritual casting.
Yes, that means you can cast rituals. And it should start you with
It
selection.
says choose either Sending or Tensor's floating disc.
Both of those are in PHP 1, so here you go.
I know what Sending is.
They're
but-
going to be in Chapter 10.
Oh,
so
wait, do the spells work the same? Like, is sending in this game?
It should be. I
Okay.
cannot attest as to what so Chapter 10 is going to be on page close to 300.
Rituals.
I cannot attest to the exact description of if it's the same exact.
So, like,
setting.
I can't look up Tensor's floating disk 5e because
Correct.
it might
It
not
might
be
be
the
different.
same.
It's
Okay.
not even going to be close.
Because I know what sending is.
I'm assuming it's going to be roughly the same.
Okay. Sending.
Oh, and also because
Ooh,
you're a
leaving
rogue and you're
secret
proficient
chest.
in certain items,
Mm-hmm.
since one of them is dagger, you can use any weapon that is in the family of dagger. So go to the
Okay.
weapons page real quick.
Huh?
So I don't know if there's going to be any in this book, but there might be some families that are dagger in the other book if you want to look at those.
Yeah.
Only a few different weapons here. Yeah, none of these are daggers, sadly. But there might be other weapons you're proficient with. I don't know all of them. I know the rogue is like proficient with these like 4 groups.
Oh, you have to make an Arcana check to determine the range.
Okay.
That's different than 5e. Sending just works
Yes.
as long as you know the person. So if you roll a 9 or lower, the maximum range is 10 miles. 10 to 19 is 100.
Okay.
Wait a minute. 40 or higher. What? So obviously you're not rolling a d20.
Yeah. You can have plus 20 to your skill at level 30.
Jesus.
Yeah. You gotta think at level 30 you're getting plus 15 to
Oh,
everything.
you add. I would add my Arcana.
Yeah. You would roll d20 plus your Arcana.
Plus
your
my
Arcana's already
Arcana.
10, so you're getting 30 already if you roll a 20.
500. 20 to 29 is 500.
Exactly.
500
So
feet? Or
Miles.
Oh, okay.
Miles, yeah.
Well, 500 feet's not very long.
No,
That's pretty
miles.
bad.
yeah.
Okay, so there is a limit on range.
Yes.
Okay.
But you gotta think, what is it, 100 miles you said?
20 to 29 is 500.
500 miles? I'll throw up the
I was going to say,
world
is
right
there
now.
a world map?
Yeah, I can,
Oh, okay.
I can, if one of you, if we can open that TV up at all?
We can, but
Okay.
they've got shit.
So, since
It's
that's
not
not an
that
option,
important.
I'm gonna...
40 or higher, anywhere on the same plane. Right, what is Tensor's floating disk?
I can't figure out what to add to this damage.
Okay, well, what's it say?
So there's a bonus to a shuriken as a light weapon, or a light thrown weapon. You add your dex to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you would add, if anything, to longsword, dagger, and hand crossbow.
So, hand crossbow would be dex because it's a ranged weapon. And the other ones should be strength because they're melee.
But where does it say that?
So, it should be, let me see.
Tensor's floating
Light
disk.
weapon might be,
Is
if it's a
actually
light weapon, it might be
You
different.
create like
so,
a
let me see
circular concave disc,
Dagger?
and you can just put stuff
the-
on it
one
to
more thing
carry
before.
Isn't it the other
while
way?
you walk.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Okay.
I've never.
And depending on your weight, you can sit on it and float on it.
Light thrown. Oh, dex. Okay, thank y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know what the weight is.
Well, 9 or lower. The minimum load is 250 pounds.
That's almost a bag of holding.
Oh, that
Okay,
sounds
but
like
But how long does it
fun.
last?
Time 10 minutes. Duration 24 hours.
Okay. So you just cast it once a day. And when
I
you
can
go to
I can
sleep and
sit
it
on it
fizzles,
and just float. Like I don't even have to walk.
you could. Yeah. You can't sleep on it because if you
No.
sleep, you might fall.
No. Oh my god.
No, you actually can't.
Can't what?
You can't. It says it remains stationary unless you move more than 5 feet away from it.
But if she's on it, she's not away from it ever.
You
Yeah,
can
it'll
command the
it'll
disc
never
to
move.
move up to your speed as a move action.
So in theory, she can be sitting on her disc the whole time.
Oh, yeah? Figure that later on. So, yeah,
Okay.
interesting.
I could use it to
You
like.
have your own personal flying carpet. But it probably has a height that it goes up.
It doesn't say. It says it's 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch deep at its center. It remains stationary unless you move more than 5 squares away from it, in which case it moves with your base speed once per
It
round
just hovers.
until it is within 5 squares. You can command the disc to move up to your speed as a move action. If you are more than 5 squares from the disc for 2 consecutive rounds, the disc disappears, dropping whatever it was carrying. Your Arcana check result determines the maximum load the disc can carry.
That would be made anytime you perform the ritual, not once, and then that's it forever. Kind of.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
There's also something called Tensor Circular Shield.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's
Prevents
nice.
So
others
the
from
sword,
taking
it
items
just says
on the
versatile,
disc and gives them
versatile
resistance to
doesn't say
20,
anything about bonus.
or gives resist
Um,
20 to all damage on the
It should be
objects on the disc.
Sword one, it is one.
So if I wanted to, I could cast
it
this
should
in
be,
a combat
Heavy blade.
and
it should
float
be
myself.
considered a strength attack, just because it's a melee weapon. It should be. Hold on.
Right?
Heavy thrown. This heavy blade.
Lasts for 24 hours.
Right? Heavy blade.
Okay.
Some of the precision of blade blades.
I think I
some
want
of
to
the
do
massive
Tensor's floating disc.
axes,
I
primarily for
feel like there
slashing
could be
cuts.
that could be very utility.
It would just be strength. I'm mad that doesn't say it, but it would be strength.
brain. It hurts.
Yeah. We're gonna do Tensor's floating disc. That sounds like fun.
It is fun. I never did the.
So it's up to him, but Watsy says no.
Who?
Watsy.
Who's
Said
watching?
you can't.
Wizards of the Coast.
It says you can't float on it.
Yeah, there's a FAQ, page 91 of this FAQ. Can you ride your own Tensor floating discs? No. While you could command your Tensor floating disc to move close enough for you to sit upon it, it has no ability to move under its own power. It can follow you only at a maximum rate equal to your normal speed.
But you can command it to move.
They say no. As I said, it's your call.
I would.
I just
let you
happened.
be
I was
able
just
to.
curious to see. 'Cause
But
I'm
like again, that would be your move action. So because it says you can command it to move as you move action.
I'm looking at it as
and it doesn't fly. It's not like it's
Yeah,
broken.
it'd
You
be
can't tell it to
hovering.
go up.
It would
just
always
literally-
like I would rule it as it's always like 3 feet above ground.
Yeah, it just hovers. It doesn't go up.
Yeah. So be
I'm just
careful
saying
flying.
if
like,
we
flying over
are
cliffs.
like doing like a long trek somewhere,
Yeah.
I can just cast this thing and I can sit on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going off a
just
cliff would
move.
be bad.
Yes. Don't do that.
And if we have something that's really heavy,
yeah,
We
that
can-
definitely helps.
put it on there.
Like a hoard of treasure.
Yeah.
And then you get Tensor's circular shield, and then they can't take shit from
I
it.
don't have that.
I don't know.
I just
don't
get-
even know
I
if it's a
just get
real
the
thing.
disc.
It just said, "See also this."
I just get the disc. Where did I even
Okay.
see that? Where did I find it? Fuck. I keep jumping around.
So your at-will
My ADD is
powers
kicking
and
in.
counter powers and daily powers, you have to pick from that list?
Yes.
It's not... You don't just automatically get that whole list?
No, you pick two. You should be at level 1. You'll have 2 at wills, 1 encounter, 1 daily. I believe it might be 2-2-1. I
How
can't
do you
remember.
know that?
The chart on page 29.
Okay. What, me?
Just all of it.
And how do you
Yeah,
know that?
right.
That's the first. It's the bottom one here.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I picked a feat.
See, mine doesn't say anything about a feat.
It's in the normal.
It's in the first
Player
page.
handbook.
You get 1.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, there's also
Everybody
going to
gets
be
one.
some feats in Player's Handbook 2 and 3. They might not be as tied to your character as because you're a Scion, so they might have Scion-specific feats for you that might be more beneficial. But Player's Handbook 1 has a bunch of broad feats.
So... They rename your tier every 10?
Yeah, at level 11 through level 20 is considered Paragon tier,
Mm-hmm.
and level 21 through 30 is Epic tier or Paragon. There's that.
Alright.
Epic Destiny, something like that.
It's heroic, then heroic, paragon, epic,
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah. So you have to be heroic tier. Just means level 1 through 3.
Yeah, like we're now we're heroic.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're sick.
Yeah.
Almost as sick as your backstory.
It's this character already has more of a backstory than the one in Strixhaven.
Did anybody watch Invincible on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Never
kind
heard
of
of it.
Good
thinking.
comic book series.
I'm kind of thinking personality-wise as the robot.
Interesting. Okay.
Voiced by my favorite man, Zachary Quinto.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah,
not-
he's voiced by
Ooh,
Zachary
that's
Quinto.
Heroes. Okay.
Good
And he
times,
was
good
Spock in
times.
the Star Trek
Yeah,
reboots.
yeah.
Okay. I was about to say I don't know who that is. and
He's
then
in a
you said
play right now
Quinto. I was
with,
like, oh, I do know him.
He was an
Holy
amazing
shit.
Spock.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I didn't see
was-
I didn't see the second and third one, so I only seen the first one.
That
It was alright.
casting was on point. Well, they just dropped Strange New Worlds on Paramount Plus, which is a Star Trek series, and
Okay.
it's supposed to be Captain Pike, who was the captain of the
Yeah.
Enterprise before Kirk. And I watched the first episode, and it is the Star Trek series that I have been waiting years for, because fuck Discovery.
I didn't hate Discovery.
I am not a fan of
I didn't watch a
Discovery.
lot of it, but I didn't hate it.
I didn't make it through the first season. I was like,
I didn't finish the first season.
Is Discovery the one where they have like the black alert and they like warp through the worlds?
I don't know.
It's
There was
the-
like,
I know there's the captain's black. I think like somebody assumes
well,
the role of
it
captain.
started
it's a
as
black-
with the
black
Asian
chick.
chick was the captain.
and then the black
And
chick
then the
like,
black
takes
chick,
over.
like, had a
Discovery was
mutiny.
great. I watched the first
They try to call itself
two or
canon,
two
and
or
it's
three
not.
seasons?
Like they were trying to be like, yeah, we're canon. We're like, no, you're not. There's like 3 main reasons why that show should not be considered canon, and then they decided to time jump, and now they're
Every
like,
show time
oh
jumps.
well, now we have our own canon because we time jumped. And
Well,
I'm
they're on
like,
season 4
fuck
now.
you.
You say
Huh?
seasons.
Oh, they're on season 4.
They're on
now.
season 4.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's-
so I've already watched the first at least 2 seasons. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I saw the first.
I got to
about
the
half of
second to
season
last
1.
episode of season 1, and I just got pissed.
I only watch it when my brother and mom decide like let's watch this while we're chilling on like Christmas or Thanksgiving or something. So like I only watch like 2 or 3 hours at a time. So
I
Don't
could
watch
not
it a
I
lot.
could not get behind Discovery. I just couldn't do it. And I'm Star Trek is my #1 fandom. And I'm just like I can't.
where is it on the?
You let
tattoo?
certain things ruin
It's
things
right there.
for you. It's so weird.
It's number 4 on the list.
It's
Oh,
by color.
no.
It's color
It's
than
number
black and white.
4 on
It's
the
ruined.
list.
And you worship the devil?
What?
There's a pentagram there, ain't there?
Yeah.
That's not a pentagram.
I mean,
That's the Men
Say
of
what?
Letters. That's the Men of Letters from Supernatural.
yeah, they worship demons, man.
They did not worship demons.
Hold on. Satanic Panic. D&D is satanic too.
Well, there you go. And
You
I
have
got a
more Satan in
D20.
you. Yeah, you have more Satan in you than not.
How do you know what your action points are?
Action points are determined. When you wake up, you start with 1, and as you complete milestones, you get more, but you can only use 1 per encounter.
Action points are like everybody's action surge.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody gets an action surge. You ever fight a warrior?
With a fighter,
You get a whole new turn.
you can like a fighter gets 1 or 2 attacks based on what level you are.
Okay.
You can use an action surge and get another set of attacks.
Uh-huh.
So that's what action points
Everybody
are.
gets an
Yes.
action.
Everybody gets an action surge.
You will always have 1 until you use it, but so you'll always wake up with 1,
And you get tired.
and then like one of the things that's considered a milestone is doing a second encounter without resting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do 2 encounters without resting, you'll get an action point, and then that
Oh.
lets you do more combat.
Got it. Okay.
And it's bringing that up because I got the world map here. That's pretty. So, because I don't have the monitor space to fit this all,
So everybody also gets a second wind?
basically,
And what constitutes a second wind?
Your healing surge value.
yes,
Your healing surge value.
It's 1/4 your max HP.
yes.
Rounded, probably that.
Yeah, it'd
So
be rounded up.
0.25?
No, you're
It'd be it'd be times 0.25. So if you're 20,
So if my hit points are 28.
28 times 0.2.
28 would be 7.
Can you print these cards? Because I have a really crappy printer.
Yeah, you just have to let me know what you pick.
Where
Rogue.
did I just see that?
No, what cards you actually pick. You only get 3 powers, so like I'll
Yeah.
print 3 of
Well,
them.
it'd be like 3 or 4, I think, because I can't remember if it's 221 or 211.
I mean, for now, it's just page 118 and 119.
Oh, he was gonna print cards that have like the stat with like a good, nice like plus to hit, damage, attack value, stuff like that.
Yeah, they're better than those
Yeah,
cards.
show her the
Should
show
I
her the
just-
cards.
So
Close
wait,
the site.
I get 9 healing surges per day,
Yes, and
and
slot
each time I use a healing surge, I get 7 hit points back?
correct.
Wow.
And when you
But it counts
rest,
as
you
your
get
action,
them all
so like
back.
you're just using your action.
Oh, it's your action to
Yeah.
do that.
But
Yeah, this is
you
what the
don't.
cards look
You
like.
also use them
Oh,
during
cool.
short
So
rest.
you have like a spot
They're
to
just like
write
hit
in
dice.
the quick
that you
reference
use them during
numbers.
short rest.
Okay.
So I just need to
so
know
you don't
what
roll
ones to
hit
print because
dice
there's
when it's
95
there.
pages. I'm not
there's
printing
no hit
95
dice.
pages.
Those are hit dice.
Why not?
Oh,
Because it would
healing
cost
surges are hit dice.
probably
Yes.
more than a book.
But
Do
there's also an action that lets you do it in combat if you need it.
Okay.
The problem is you can only do it once per encounter, and it's only so much. So it might save you from dying, but it will not save you from not getting knocked down.
Now, in 5e, when you use your hit dice, you only gain half the hit dice you use after a long rest.
You get all of
Do
them
you
back.
get all, so I would get all 9 back
Yes.
on a long rest.
Yes.
What is special pricing?
That is for what the Adventure Vault calls like custom made gear. So like
so I can't buy it.
no, it would. So they call it masterwork. I think is some of the stuff in there, and it's like worm skin, hide armor.
Like spirit,
I need to look at
spirit
weapons.
mail, forge mail.
Yes.
I just-
So those
So the
are
only chainmail I can actually buy.
Oh,
so
wait.
those are effectively magical made armor. So they're inherently magical, but they're also expensive as if they were level 4 magic item or whatever. Because if it's +4 item, then it's probably going to be like a level 16 to 20. So it's going to be expensive, but it's also inherently magical. So you can get that custom made
Bonus to
armor
defense plus
made
2
with,
will?
I'm trying to think, like resist fire.
So forge mail says +9 armor bonus, and then it has minimum enhancement bonus +4. So is that +13 to AC? At minimum?
I think it's saying that it's considered a. Maybe?
Because it says armor bonus is a separate category. Then the second column is minimum enhancement bonus.
You still have that one adventure.
Right there. Sorry.
Because it goes over more of the masterwork stuff, the master armor stuff. Easier.
232. Oh god!
How dare you, sir?
I'm a ma'am.
Are you? I thought you were a shard mine.
Sir or ma'am?
I'm a they.
It.
Oh my god, I was thinking about this when I was outside. Because apparently shard mines don't have gender. I immediately thought of the Modron in your thing going, we are we.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
minimum enhancement
You're a
bonus.
wee.
I'm a we.
Aw.
So masterwork armor requires a minimum enhancement bonus as shown in the entry. So what does it say the minimum enhancement bonus is?
+4.
So that means it sounds from what this sounds like, it's saying that you can have what's the name of the armor you have?
Well, forge mail.
Oh wait,
Forge mail
all
armor
weapons are
plus
magic?
what was the first number? 4?
9.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Because these numbers are different from these numbers. So okay.
It's like
So
forge mail +9, minimum enhancement bonus +4.
Wait, did you just
So this would be
pick
+13, and this would be
weapon?
+18.
like you just
You got
look
whatever
through these
spirit
weapons
mail
and
is.
decide which
I'm not saying I
one
can
you
buy
want?
it because it's
yeah,
special.
it's good. Yeah, it's gonna be.
So the only thing I
Look
can
at
actually buy
regular
is chain.
weapons.
It
because
sounds
you
like it
pick
then,
based
because
on
like
cost.
from these, it's
You
saying
start with
that
100
this
gold
if
pieces.
Freak
Yeah.
Leaf armor is a +1
Magic
armor, but
weapons,
you have to
regular
get it
weapons.
as if it's a
Keep going
+5 magic armor initially. So
It
you're
is-
buying a
oh, it's a-
+5 armor that's getting effectively
go.
this.
That's a useless
Adventure
fucking
gear.
Yeah.
entry.
So there's
Yeah.
your gear. I picked standard.
I don't think it
adventurous
actually
kit.
gets the +5. I think it's a +1 armor.
Oh, weapon.
kind of thing.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Minimum
Okay.
enhancement
I got it.
bonus 40.
I'll be right back. I gotta use that.
No.
Nope.
Hurry up,
David's
'cause
pooping.
I have 2 questions.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, got it. So here's the regular one. So I get, what do I get? Simple melee, simple range.
There's no room for this nonsense.
But wait, I have to use my 100 gold to determine what weapon I want, right? Is that what he said?
You have 100 gold to spend for your equipment, yes.
So that includes weapons, armor.
Yeah,
Yes.
you have 100 gold to buy
Well, I don't
everything.
get armor, actually. I get cloth.
That's not true. You can take a feat to get proficiency in an armor, so you're not squishy as fuck. See, she gets it. Since Chill's not her spine,
So
thinking
wait,
about what
what's
armor
my
she can get.
AC? Ooh.
10 plus your armor, which is nothing. Plus your bonus.
What bonus?
I think you'd get to pick, I don't know, maybe cloth is dexterity and intelligence?
Oh, no, it just says armor proficiency is cloth.
So the armor section will tell you what your bonuses and stuff are.
I was gonna say armor.
Oh.
So for armor, cloth armor, jackets, mantles, woven robes, and padded vests don't by themselves provide any significant protection. However, you can imbue them with protective magic. All characters are proficient with cloth armor. Blah 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 blah. Your class tells you which armor you can wear. Take feats to learn the proper use of any armors.
Oh, here's armor.
Yeah, water or one of my frescas, please.
So fresh and so clean.
Cloth armor. Jackets, mantles, woven.
Yeah, don't bother reading that. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Fresca.
A fresca. Yep.
Yeah, she brought more.
But it doesn't tell you.
That's why I said stop reading it. It's
armor
useless.
Is.
And I don't think it gives any armor.
What do you mean?
I think
Cloth gives nothing.
no, cloth is
It gives nothing, but it.
So my armor class is 10?
no. Light armors, so that might be it'll be cloth, leather, something else probably. Also get modified by Dex or Intelligence.
Where does it say
Oh.
In
Yeah, it
the light
doesn't-
armor family stuff.
Yeah.
that? I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't say anything.
Oh, light armor. Cloth armor. When you wear light armor, you add either your intelligence or your Dex modifier to your armor, whichever is higher.
My AC is 16.
Where's it
My
show
AC
that?
is 13.
So
Goody.
scroll up. Actually, it might be that page.
It's on page 212.
Light armor area over here. Might be up once above the cloth armor. Oh no, it's right there actually.
I think I'm ready, dude.
Is it light? Is cloth considered light?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
cloth is the lightest.
There's 3 categories of light, which
Well,
is strange.
yeah, it's because they decided to put the masterwork.
There's
stuff
no
in
medium.
There. Yes, there should be.
No, it goes
I see
light and then
heavy,
heavy.
heavy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Digger.
So this says I have where'd it go? A bonus to defense is +2 to will.
Okay.
So if my base is 10, so my will save is 12.
At least yes. Because you'll also apply with will the charisma or wisdom modifier.
Oh, so it'd be 14 because my wisdom is +2.
Yes.
I get a 14 to will save.
Yes.
But then my fortitude, was it fortitude?
What is your
Fortitude is
rank
based
in
off
the
of
military?
strength or constitution.
Oh, so it'd be 13.
When I left,
Yeah.
I was like a general of some
What
sort.
is ref? Reflex?
Reflex, yeah.
What's reflex?
It's gonna be so you see the arrows that kind of go to the skills.
General.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
that is.
Doll?
Yeah.
What did I say my name was?
Yeah, they had some thought behind
Oh, you're
this.
talking about
Okay, so
last
it'd
name,
be
yeah.
13.
Krivdal.
Look at that.
General
They know
Krivdal.
what they're doing a little
I
bit.
see that.
So this guy explains it. He says, for example, say that the minimum bonus is +2. That means you can only have Masterwork armor +2 through +6. To get the AC bonus, you add the inherent AC from the Masterwork armor to the enhancement bonus.
Oh, here was
Reread that last
Sorry.
part.
I'm gonna find another post. That doesn't really make sense.
simple melee.
Minimum
Okay.
enhancement bonus.
You were about to ask something? Game? Jen? Sorry.
Uh,
One of you pointed towards me. It was on
yeah,
this
that
side.
was me. Okay, it says implements, orbs, and staffs. What is that?
So that's a magic item you can buy for starting gear. You can use either or, but again, inherently they won't do anything unless you get magical versions.
It's so tiny.
Well, because here I have proficiency
find
in
the full
simple
size.
melee, and one of them is a quarterstaff. So if I can use a staff,
As an implement, then you can use it. You can if you find a magical staff, you can use it as a melee weapon and an implement.
but what if I just got like a standard quarterstaff?
And you just got a standard quarterstaff. You can still bonk people on the head.
Bonk, bonk on the head.
Okay, so it is the combination of the two scores.
Okay.
It
But if I
said-
want a magic staff, that's going to cost me some.
You
Oh,
can't-
magic staffs
can't.
minimum cost like 500, I think.
No, well, I don't have that kind of money.
No.
So I could just get a basic quarterstaff and get, +2 proficiency and then 1d8 damage.
Yeah, it would hit for 1d8 plus strength 'cause
Oh.
it's melee.
This is what I look like.
Okay.
Oh,
Face
scary
mask.
face mask.
So weapon would be a quarterstaff.
Face mask. Are
This
you
is what I
Jason?
look like.
The plague will not hit you. So yeah, this is a. I think I have the
Quarterstaff is.
dungeon format. It's really dark.
Well, there's no proficiency bonus in this game. Like an overall proficiency bonus.
There
No,
is. It's half your
per
level.
item.
Well, this says quarterstaff proficiency +2.
Yes, it's per item, so it's like
Each item
the
has its own
staff is
proficiency.
always going to be +2 prof.
Oh, wait.
Your weapons have their own proficiency, other than everything
Yeah,
else.
it's
So
not like
we have a standard proficiency bonus?
no.
No, each thing had when I was saying that we have a global. It's basically half your level.
Yeah,
So when we figure out our attack, it's the weapon proficiency bonus. It's not your like.
Correct.
Okay.
It might be both.
So, wait.
well,
I haven't got to the weapons yet. Oh. Well.
How dare you?
Wait, so why is your attack +3?
It
What's
tells
the
you what your attack
longsword?
bonus is. It says your attack bonus is
That's
half
what
your
the
level
longsword
plus
is.
your
Oh, that's what the
ability plus
longsword
your
is.
class plus your proficiency plus your feat. It
Oh
says
my
look,
god, I just want a number.
It says right
For
here,
what?
attack workspace.
Yeah.
All of that is
To
your
hit.
plus to hit.
In 5e, it's proficiency plus strength if you're using
Yes.
a sword.
so here's the thing: if you're making like, let's say you have a sword, you attack with the sword, basic melee attack, strength plus proficiency. But you can have a power that says you're using your dexterity instead. Now it's prof versus dexterity.
Oh.
You're not using your strength
So,
anymore.
kind of like, what is it? Like, for rogues and rangers,
You
it's
just
like
have circle
light
this and come along.
versus...
Kind of.
And like as a warlock, you can use, well, as a hexblade warlock, you can use your charisma instead of your...
yes, it's like
strength.
It's more like that. Yes.
Okay, so my basic quarterstaff is a strength-based weapon, which is my ability mod is +1. The quarterstaff is +2, so it'll be +3 to hit.
Yes.
3 to hit. And it's 1d8.
But
Plus
once you
strength.
plus strength normally. Once you use it for something else, it changes it up.
Well, I'm not even to that point yet.
Okay.
So I'm just writing the basic. It's 1d8 plus... Oh, no, 1d8 plus 1.
Plus your ability modifier, and if you have anything from your class,
No,
anything from proficiency from the weapon.
my class is not a weapons class.
Right. So, then it's just the proficiency from the weapon. And then if you have nothing else, that's it.
Now it says simple melee, simple ranged. If I have the money, I can pick one of each.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
if you have the money, buy whatever you want for the 100 gold.
Yeah.
Simple
I don't-
ranged.
you can save it all and have nothing. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, I want at least something.
You don't need gear.
I recommend the standard adventurer kit on the next page also, because there's more stuff on the next page.
Yeah, I'm getting to that part.
I think it's like 15 gold.
So
for
wait,
everything.
quarterstaff was 5 gold pieces, so I'm down to 95. Okay.
So the way the guy
Ranged.
explains it is that it means that the particular armor only comes in enhancements that have an enhancement bonus equal to or greater than the minimum enhancement bonus.
But
This
that
is
means
the-
like you can't get +2 armor, and you need to get +4.
If it says
Or
minimum
ranged
enhancement
weapon
plus
or ranged
4, that
cannon.
means
You
it
need
can
to have
only be
+4
plus
or
4. So
more.
that's where the rarity
So,
goes into place,
let's go with
probably.
regular melee.
This is the work off of your example. You will never find a star leather armor of dark majesty of plus 4 or 5. You can only find it or create it of 6 or higher.
Yeah.
I like that they call it military melee instead of martial melee.
There's also
There's superior melee,
yes.
improvised melee.
I think superior superior might be the highest.
Here's a question.
There's an answer.
If
Maybe.
so, like here's the unarmed
Sure.
attack, right?
Yeah.
If a sharp, pointy rock person just punch somebody, would that just be a straight like strength, or can we do like a rule of cool where it does like a D4 piercing damage?
Piercing and bludgeoning are not a thing in this.
Oh, seriously?
It's always just D4 damage.
Oh, well that's
There are other
fun.
damage types, but it's always like magical, like electric or fire or whatever. There's no piercing, bludgeoning. So there's nothing that's like
That's no fun.
resistance to bludgeoning, resistance to piercing. There might be resistance to non-magical, but there's no. You don't have to worry about resist pierce, resist bludgeoning.
Because
Jen just changed her whole character.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well, if I can't do piercing
no,
damage,
if
fuck this game.
I can't do like extra damage as a pointy rock person, well, here's the
Well,
only
isn't
reason
the
I
punching
asked.
1d4 anyway?
It is 1d4.
Yeah, it's always 1d4.
But that would just be. But so here's why I brought it up. My warlock does conjure elemental, and because we were in Avernus, the ground in Avernus is made of like
Lava rock.
toenails and like
Ew.
real pointy objects. So if I created an earth elemental instead of just doing the bludgeoning, my DM was like, okay, based on the makeup of your elemental, we'll let it do an extra 1d4
Yeah.
pointy damage
Yeah.
because it's like toenails and stuff. But if those types of things don't exist in 4E,
I can't
then...
add bludgeoning and piercing.
Right.
But being pointy person, I can see it going up to d6. Like a 2d4 might be a little too powerful because then like I don't need a weapon, I just punch.
Yeah.
But 1d6
because your max
sounds...
would be like an 8.
Yeah, like 1d6 would sound fair.
Okay. I mean, it's
just
you don't
moving,
have to
yeah.
do it. It was just something I just thought of. Because I'm thinking if I just punch somebody as like a pointy rock, that's gonna hurt. And because my strength is only.
But you also don't want to be in punching
+1.
range.
No, I don't.
You want to be away.
I do. But I'm just saying if the matter called for it.
Yes, that is something that I didn't think about that is important to this. Jamie, you weren't here to play for you when we did the one shot a long time ago before we streamed again.
Okay.
The movement is all in range of how many squares you move.
Right.
It's not in feet. So it's
I
all
did notice
ranges
that.
are 1 through 10 or so. 1 through 20.
Mine says 6 squares.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's 6 squares. It's not 30 feet.
6 times.
So
Oh.
it is 30 feet in equivalent because all squares are going to be 5 feet. But like it's not gamifying. It's not explained to you in the world. It's explained to you as the game.
Now in this one, can you use an action to like dash or disengage?
Yes, you can. There's disengage. There's dashing. There's also another one if you have the PHB.
I do, but I'm looking at the weapons.
Yeah, can I pull it real quick?
Yeah.
There's another action they've talked about that's running. I think it's considered.
My armor's 17. Might be higher if I do a feat. We'll see. I'm sure there's a feat that
13
E
gives AC.
was
Yeah. So
I
okay,
was a
moving.
rock person. That's
You
squishy.
can move.
You're a soft rock.
You can move.
Apparently.
Like let's say you're moving 6. You can move 6 and then dash and move another 6, or you can run as a move action. It's speed +2, so you move your normal speed +2. So if you would do 6, you do 8. But you get -5 to attack rolls when you until the start of your next turn. You get hit. People would get +2 to hit you, and you would get opportunity attacks that get towards you.
Ugh.
Yeah. So,
Why would you do
but
that?
you can do that if you're just running from a boulder. So you can get just +4 movement just by running and dashing.
There's
Okay.
a show I recommend you watch called Land of the Lustrous. It's an anime. It's a really good anime. This manga series gets absolutely bonkers, but they are all gemstone people, so it talks about like softness and hardness of the gems. And
So if it has an armor penalty, that gives it an armor penalty to every check?
If it, like heavy armor will always do that towards those checks. It's always going to be what, strength, dex, on ones?
Yeah, I just was curious why con. Like, why does it reduce my endurance? I guess it's heavy.
Yeah, well, if it's heavier on you, then it's going to be harder to climb up, I guess. It's going to be harder to swim in. It's going to weigh you down a bit.
My armor is cloth,
Yes.
which it says cloth, but then under the cloth,
Those are masterwork armors that are magical and cost a lot. You cannot afford them.
well, it says special.
Yeah, that means a lot.
Okay, so that's not even an option.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't
Got
anything that's
It's
a special.
effectively a
carry on.
magic item level, considered being a +4 magic item. That would be roughly a level 20 item.
Oof.
So you would not get that kind of money until
Get it.
roughly level 16.
Get it. Adventuring gear.
So-
Standard adventurer's kit.
Okay, I'm going plate armor. I don't care.
Yeah, this is like one of the only games where you can get plate armor at the start. Isn't it like 50
I
gold?
also have 19 AC from the rip.
Wait, this
Yeah.
says I have a book,
Yeah,
right?
it's 50 gold, and a shield
You
is
own a
5,
ritual
so I have half my money in just my armor.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
makes sense
it
as a
also
general or
contains
a
another
former
first
military
level
person.
ritual of your choice.
Any ritual.
Oh shit!
There's also more rituals in one of the other PHBs.
Oh my god!
It's only in one of them.
It's too many
And
choices.
There's only like 10. It's character creation. There's a lot of choices at this point.
There's probably more books for 5e than there is for 4e. At least here. Xanathars, you got fucking...
Well, yeah, but those came out like later. I started with the basic player's handbook
Yeah,
5
you
years
built your
ago.
knowledge from 5 years, yeah. Now
This
you have to build
is-
it all now.
This is
yeah.
learn it all now. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Wait till you get to feats. Although they did a
Eh,
really
they're
good,
fine.
they did a really good job. There's a chart you can look
Not
at.
even to feats yet.
Yeah, there's like a chart you could look at that gives like a general overview, and then you can go read one that looks good.
So how do you know in here if something is a ritual? Because at least in 5e, it has a little R next to it.
If it's in the ritual chapter, it's a ritual. There's no spells.
Oh.
There's a whole chapter of rituals.
Oh, okay.
This
So
does
ritual
have-
descriptions, these are all rituals.
This does
Okay.
have some rituals in it, but the only one you can use because you're not a bard is create campsite.
Oh.
So I'll hand this to you so you can read that, but if you don't want it, I don't. This is the only obtainable ritual in the other PHBs for level 1. So here's,
Now
a
why? How do you know
rudimentary
that create campsite
world
is
map.
only for a scion?
I do not have
But
the
you said
artistic
everything else
talent
is for
to
bard.
throw.
How do you know it's all bard?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, everything is in squares and colors.
How do you
There's-
know all these other ones are for bards?
Well, not all of them, just the ones with the asterisks. So go back a few pages.
Oh, this ritual is only usable by bards.
Yeah, because it's not a ritual, it's a song. That's their flavoring of it.
Before you do that, I think the last thing I need to do on here
Okay.
is, and then I'm going to work on my backstory. Again, how do I do these
Oh,
numbers?
actually, I
this
think create
is
campsite
what
would
the
be
proficiency
really
that
useful.
the weapon says. Do
Okay.
I
What does
then
it do?
add
Does it actually make
this
a...
as
You
well?
summon hundreds of
You would add
diminutive
one-
nature
yeah, you
spirits
would-
to
so
assemble a
based-
campsite
From
in a
my
5
understanding,
square
it would be
radius around
if
you.
your normal attack, it'd
Spirits
be
clear
just
the
a
area,
strength. But
set
if
up
you're using
tents,
a dex
unroll
based
bedrolls,
power,
gather
it
water,
would use your
and
dex
prepare a
instead.
nourishing
I thought
meal.
that was
Wow.
added
They
to
also
the damage.
conceal
It's all
the
that would be to
campsite
both to hit and
with
to
your
damage.
nature
Okay.
check
Perfect.
results
Yes.
serving as the DC for perception
Whichever one
checks
applies to the
to
hit
notice the
applies to
hidden
the
camp.
damage.
Got it.
Wow. That is pretty good.
The spirits
It's kind of
utilize
like a Liamon's tiny hut, but
Yeah,
not
basically.
not as strong.
the spirits utilize your and your allies' gear to make the campsite. If your allies lack
Oh,
the appropriate
that's
gear, the
weird.
spirits gather raw materials from the environment to make the campsite. At the end of the ritual's duration, which lasts for 8 hours, the spirit break down the campsite, pack up your gear, and restore the site to its original state, removing evidence that you and your allies camped there.
That's pretty cool.
I might take that without even looking at the other shit.
I mean, there could be
Because-
crazy other shit too, though.
Could be.
Yeah, but think
think
of
I'm
how
ready.
many times
Okay.
in
Well,
D&D
we're not
we
playing
end up
today.
just like
I
trying to find
still
a place
just wanted
to
to show
camp
you before
on a
I
journey.
work on my background.
Or like when we were in the
Okay,
Underdark.
before
for
you
how
work on your
long.
background,
This
I got
negates
like 13
all of that
cities to
shit.
throw at you if you want to live
Yeah.
in those. Because I'm going under the assumption you live on the island, you live on this world, you're on the boat. Because I said earlier you're on the little cruise line that's going around the island,
I'm on a boat.
doing a little bit of vacation.
Everybody.
Well,
look
I
at me.
follow the general, so wherever he picks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to
So-
coordinate our backstory a little bit.
Yeah.
I have no idea how a rock person would fit into.
What?
There's-
I'm a dragonborn and she's a elf.
Yeah. There's a bunch of
cares?
other rock people in this world.
Yeah, but
And Nate's a shaman, but I don't
I
remember what
don't,
race
yeah,
he said.
I don't know. I tried calling him earlier to see what he would want to play, but he didn't answer when I called.
What a jerk.
What a douche
What a
nozzle.
dick.
Is this Eris?
She
Eris
goes by
Karen
last
Shay?
name Shay.
Disenchant magic item. What?
What's up?
No, I'm reading.
So I heard you say disenchant magic item. That's gonna be useful later. So
Every
If
item
you
you
go-
find, you could just break down and make whatever fuck you want.
there's also a create magic item or
Yeah.
enchant
Enchant
item.
magic item.
Yes. So 5e has a lot less magic items. 4e has a ton of magic items. I have 2 books of just magic items. And there's a ton of them in each player's handbook. I'm gonna have them rewarded semi-randomly, but if you don't like them, eventually you can break that. You can sell them, but you can eventually break them down and just create new stuff.
Yeah, in the Dungeon Master's Guide for 4th edition, it says, have your characters tell you what items they want. Because
Yes.
they can just make it. So there's no reason not to just give them the items they want.
What's the difference between a component cost and a market price?
So market price is the cost of the ritual, from what I understand, and then component price is how much it costs to cast the ritual.
So your Kelly Blue Book value versus the cost it takes to actually
Well,
create the
no,
code.
it's more of if you're
Nice.
buying. It's,
I like
it's
that.
more of you buy the scroll from the library or the bookstore, and then to cast the ritual, you need this many components to complete it.
Ugh.
That's how it is.
Oh, but wait, here's the thing. I don't have to worry about that because I automatically get a first level, so cost means nothing to me.
Yeah, the cost would be free for the two rituals, the tensors and the other
The ritual
one you pick.
casting that I can do. Okay, so that means nothing to me.
It means nothing.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about that.
So your character goes by Shay.
Mm-hmm.
This plate, no, it's still -1. Yeah. Oh, nice. Let's see if I can.
Oh my god, now I'm reading these other ones. Fuck. Play Campsite was such a good one.
Yeah, but there might be better.
Oh, Knock is in here.
Hey. In first edition, Knock was busted. It would just, depending on your level of your like how strong of a class you were or wizard you were, it would literally unlock every door within a radius of your character. You just knock, and then any door that could hear it or whatever was in the radius, it would just unlock all of them.
Wow.
I used to play with.
Oh my god, the component cost for Knock is 35 gold pieces plus 1 healing surge.
That's such a
weird cost.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it 35 gold per cast?
Yes.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like, how is that represented? Is that just
So-
It
gold?
just has component cost, 35 gold pieces plus 1 healing
there's
surge.
4 types of rituals. There's Arcana, Nature, Religion.
I'm saying, does it like literally evaporate the gold from your hand?
No,
to
it would
cast
be,
Knock?
you
Or
would
you
use,
buy something for it.
So flip back up to the start of the rituals area.
What?
Can you flip back to the start of the rituals area? I forgot what the other one is. I think it's so there's gonna be looks like it might be a page oh no, okay, it might be that page. I just can't
Acquiring
see.
a ritual book, mastering, acquiring a scroll, assisting, interrupting a ritual.
Might be one more page forward. Okay, so components cost. You use alchemical regents for Arcana, mystic salves for heal, rare herbs for nature, sanctified incense for religion, and residuum, which is what you break magic items into for anything.
Oh, Residuum was in
Yeah,
here.
Residuum's not
They
a
took
thing he
that-
made up.
Yeah, he didn't. He took
Oh,
that
that
from 4E.
was real.
It's a real D&D
Yes.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
took it from 4E. 4E made
shit.
it.
4E has a lot of cool things to take and put it into 5th
Yes.
edition. I take a lot, like even magic items, you can take a magic item and actually just like...
How are you so cold?
I'm always cold, Jen. Always.
She's the whole
I'm in
but for
a
cold.
t-shirt and I am totally fine.
See, I can
I have my feet in the freaking heat boots.
Do you
and
have
I'm
your
still
blanket?
cold. No.
Do you want my coat? It
No.
smells like campfire.
No. Thank you.
Which I realized because like we went to Gary's cousin's house. It was her birthday yesterday, so we went to her house for a bonfire. And I was like, I'll just smell like campfire because I'm gonna take a shower today. So I took a shower and then I put my coat on to come here, and I was like, oh, my coat smells like bonfire.
Yeah, I hate that part.
Yeah.
Gary's like, just go get the Febreze bottle.
I got a new replacement
Like, you
Bluetooth
shower
adapter.
2 or 3 times and it still smells like fucking campfire.
I tried to fix the other Bluetooth adapter, but I am not very good at soldering things
You
that are
can barely
that
hear the
big.
music.
Yeah. So Jared bought a soda stream.
Yeah.
For I think it was like $100.
Yeah.
Bought a few of the extra bottles so he can have like a few in the
Ooh, what
fridge
is
cooling
linked
down
portal?
and then use it.
Uh-huh.
And he's saying refilling them was only like $15. Like refilling the CO2 bottles, I mean.
Yeah, the CO2 yeah. The CO2 bottles are about this big.
No, it's like he got one that's like this.
Mine's like this big.
And how much is
It's
that?
like it's like $10.
Okay. So you get more CO2 usage.
You
'Cause
get
I
a
was thinking, I
ton
was like,
more.
yeah, because he got like it's something like equivalent to like probably like a 20-ounce bottle, 24-ounce bottle kind of thing, and it's like it's supposed to last like 120 liters
Not
worth of
something I would use.
carbonation.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I don't know what Matt did exactly, but he was saying it was cost effective for him to do it his way, but this doesn't sound
the
bad.
soda stream is a scam.
No, it like I did the math, and like if he were to buy the equivalent amount of 12-ounce cans in like 12 packs,
Oh my god.
he would be
Okay,
able to save
I can't
like
pick another ritual right now.
10 cents a can at least.
No. it's a scam versus what you can do with just buying your own CO2 and buying the adapter.
Sure, yes.
And the SodaStream being $100 for some plastic parts is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's once I get my setup set up, it'll be good.
Can you enter?
Oh my god, someone's in our chat.
What? Oh, somebody is.
Hi, Lost Soul.
Wait, is that my friend Nick?
I don't fucking
Is
know.
it Secret Turtle?
No, that's
It's
Jared.
Sneaky Turtle.
That's Jared.
I can't read the whole
That's
chat
Jared.
because it's cut off on
What do you
this
want me to do?
He says,
4E, bold chat.
bold strategy
Add your
Let's see
email
how it
on there
works
so you
out
can read my background.
for the EM.
Does this have to be
Oh,
Oh, you can be a
the-
smooth rock person.
Gmail?
Okay, I'm assuming that might be
whatever.
Nick.
No, it doesn't have to be a Gmail.
Go by Gem and the holograms.
Yes!
Yes!
She's truly, truly, truly outrageous.
I'm truly outrageous. He wants to know,
Yes,
is
love
movement
it.
only calculated orthogonically?
That means left and right, up and down, no diagonals.
Who knows?
I believe so, yes. Oh, I changed how this looks.
I
now.
am
It
so
looks
sorry, Nick, if you left the chat.
weird. There we go.
Orthogon.
Let me message him.
It's quite a
It's a
vocab
word.
Okay. It has been sent.
David,
And I'll share mine when I'm.
enter your email there so
Oh.
I can share my background with you.
Okay.
There's not much more to it, but I'll work on it. Because I need like a city. We need a city and such. Oh my gosh, it's almost 9.
I was gonna say, what the fuck time is it? Because my computer's in GMT and I don't feel like doing the math.
Thank God.
It's 12:51.
So you're gonna borrow book 3. Yes, you're good.
Is she gonna
Yeah.
borrow it from you or from me? We each have.
I don't care. Whoever wants to lend me their book 3. I can look up book 1 online.
You can look up book 3 online too.
All of them are.
All of them are on PDFs or AnyFlips.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm using. I'm just using.
I like having the
Those are
physical
David's.
book. I actually hate looking at them online.
Take David so that I.
How do I
for
add?
taking books.
Oh, that's fine. Can I borrow your book
I
3?
typed it in, but it doesn't.
Okay.
There's no add button. So
Yeah, you have to remove the keyboard, and then at the bottom there's a blue send button.
He said, "Yes, it's Nick. I'm here till the phone dies."
Aw.
Aw, hi Nick.
You got 9 more minutes. You should be fine, unless you're at like 1%.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
your phone's terrible. battery.
Yes, we are level 1 start.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing a
and-
4th edition campaign, level 1, with we've got a warlord, a dragonborn warlord, a
Edit.
Eladrin rogue, a shaman of some sort. I don't remember if he told me the race or not, but I remember shaman, and then the shardmine scion, which is what I played the very first time I played D&D. I'm Amber.
4E. So this is the world map. It's very elementary in design.
it looks like Kansas.
Yes, it is very square and it is very. Oh fuck! I clicked.
Well, the world is flat, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
What?
My artistic
Excuse me,
style.
what?
See, I don't like the jump it does. Like, look at 10. Look at 20.
Well, you can change that by scale.
So anyway, each thing is color coded based on the type of terrain it is. There's forests, swamps, coastals.
Is blue water?
The big blue is water. This is more
Oh.
what they call it's aquatic, but it's basically coastal. Like it's like there's lakes and whatnot within there. The city is on water, yes.
What are the black dots?
So the black squares and the black dots and the star are the city, villages, and towns. I have names for all of them. I do not have them all on there, but I have them. That would be cool. So based on where you can start, I can determine any other sort of background information you may know. So obviously, since we only have like 7 minutes left, I'm assuming we may need another session 0 since Nate's not here and you won't be here that
I
week
won't
anyway.
be here on the 29th.
So there will probably be a session 0.2. That's fine with me.
Session 0.5. We're getting
Yeah,
there.
we'll get to
Make
one.
it the weekend I'm out of town.
When's that?
I'm good.
It would be the 29th. Next time we play.
I'm
live.
out of town the following weekend.
Then we'll have a third session 0.
Do we need a third session?
No,
0?
we can probably just do another game since I don't want to start without Jamie.
Well, so hold on. So the next session that we're doing is yours is still a session 0.
Because Nate's not here.
Right.
And Jen
And I won't be here.
And Jen won't be.
Yeah, Jen won't be here, and Nate's not here now. 'Cause we
Really?
got- It's not here now, correct?
Are you sure? Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
So you can you can we see that map?
Yeah, I can throw the
Is
players.
it in roll
I'll say it doesn't
It's
have any
on roll
information
20,
on
so
it,
I can
right?
throw the players on it. Yes.
Yeah, I'll say you have to move us to that because right now we just see a path.
Yeah, that's a default.
So
image.
I'm borrowing this
Should
book
be
3.
moved now.
Yeah, so now we
Bring
can
somebody.
see the actual map, and then I guess we could just pick a
My
dot
brain hurts. I can't.
or square.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between a dot and a square?
The
Can't
squares are
anymore.
the small villages.
Right.
The dots are the city, town. What is it? It's city, town, village. So based on the
And
size,
the star's the capital.
star is the city. Yes. Then it's the towns. Then it's the villages.
And where are we now?
Currently, well, you'll be starting off on a boat that would be going from the city. I'm sorry, the town to the north. It starts at it's the city with the island on the water next to it. You'd be you'd be on the boat from there and then going around and coming back there. And it's like a week trip.
Why are we on a
Are
boat?
you looking
how I'm
for
deciding
your
on it?
character?
That's how you. That's
Physical
how. That's how the
appearance?
dice roll.
So she looks like where's this?
What's the
kind
purpose of
outfit?
the
Ooh, that's
ride?
cool.
But
Vacation.
Pleasure? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like it's like a cruise, a week-long cruise. You know, if you waited 4 minutes, you wouldn't have had to say that on stream.
so
That's fine. That's
Okay.
cool.
Now
I even
now
made
we
a
have-
token for her.
Yes.
Good luck finding a reference for you.
It's
I
not
get
that
Land
bad.
of the
What are you
Lustrous.
talking about? You could just use the thing.
Yeah, I'm the thing, but I'm blue.
Yeah, just edit blue.
There's
There
tons
we
of
go.
Shardmine pictures.
Oh,
Really? Oh
Yeah,
wait, I haven't
sure.
even
look,
looked.
look.
Look,
They look like in like. Be like that.
is alignment in
No,
the
I'm
player's
thinking
handbook?
like no.
Yes,
There's no humanoid features about her. She's a straight
I mean,
rock
I'm guessing
person.
it's the
It's
standard.
like it's gonna be it's the standard 9 square, but they call one of them. There is also technically unaligned,
Giga neutral.
and
Giga
then there's
neutral.
like they for some reason they didn't keep the typical 9 square, but like it's
Wow.
You just turned into a cat.
Oh, this
She
right
moved
there.
her book and went meow.
Boom.
Alrighty.
Boom.
That's
Here comes the
Oh,
boom.
cool.
right there.
Ready or not, here comes the boys from the ring. Alignments 19. Page
Shard
19.
mine. Let's say sapphire.
Way too
Is
many.
there a sapphire picture?
Alignment versus personality.
Ooh.
Oh, there's not 9. There's only 5.
Look at that one.
There's good, lawful good, evil, chaotic
Oh, that
evil,
looks cool.
unaligned.
It even
Yeah.
has a
I'm still
cyan
using
halo
the
thing.
normal
Yeah.
9 square though.
I guess I kind of have to go lawful good.
Oh, that's cool.
I guess I don't have to anymore.
No.
I was lawful good and I changed to evil.
Can
I'd
I see
still
your 2
follow you.
character sheets real quick though?
What?
Can I see the 2 character sheets so I can write down names? I don't feel like the need to
Oh.
write down. Spell your name, please.
Ooh,
A-M-A-R-A.
actually,
Well, you're easy, but he's like Kyle Dow.
this is one of what? It's not that bad. This is one of the best instances of alignment actually making sense and changing.
Mhm.
So my character easily could have been lawful good, and now he's unaligned because he's in the process of leaving the military and deciding what he goes to do next.
Yeah.
And then his alignment can shift in any direction.
Do you
to
have any
see-
nicknames you go by? Just Amara. Oh yeah, you're also just Amara.
We are we.
Yes.
We are D.
I really like that rendering right there.
Cool.
That's really cool.
There's yours. If you can tell me yours.
I
Oh, you
feel
have
like-
yours on a printout thing, right?
I feel like this
Well,
is
form
kind of what they're
fillable.
gonna look like.
Okay. Dig
Like
it.
that blue color.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I'm kind of excited about it.
Is there
now.
something you need to write on here?
Yeah, I just want to write down the names and raise class for now, and then I'll eventually, when we get started, I'll take the other information like defenses and passives and stuff. Just don't feel the need to have you shout out how to spell your name and all that.
I zoomed it in. so
And
it
this
makes
one
it
has a
easy.
quarterstaff too, and that's exactly what I pictured my quarterstaff to look.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this actually is my character. I've played him once before.
Somebody find a shard mine mini.
I can probably print out one. I'll have to see if there's any.
But then you gotta
STLs.
paint it blue.
Okay.
I don't know how to paint.
Hard. It's hard to do well, but it's not hard to start.
Do you have a nickname you go by?
Well, she's always going to be calling me by my title from the military because I was thinking either general or captain, either one.
Sarge.
So I told her General Krivdal, but
General.
she might just call me General. I don't know.
Or Jen.
Jenny.
Hey,
You're not Jenny from the block.
I'm Jen.
my cousin
I'm
calls me
Amber.
that.
Jenny from the block.
Ever since high school.
Yeah, ever since the song came out.
Like, oh, you're Jenny from the block. I'm like, I will stab
I
you.
will end you.
Yeah. She to this day, we're 40. She still calls me it.
Is it?
I'm like, stop it.
It's not one of the ones I met at like the bar or anything.
It could be
like that.
Jenny from the Jets.
Benny and the Jets.
So you could be Jenny.
Jenny? Alright, so that is it for session 0 currently.
0.6.
0.5 coming in 2 weeks.
Gem and the holograms reference, by the way.
Well, no, we progressed, so this is.
Yeah, we'll be able to help Nate build his character, and he has information like you do, so it's not going to be impossible.
And you sent him his scores.
Okay.
You sent him his scores.
No, I didn't. I haven't.
You probably should message him his scores.
I can. Yeah, I'll be bringing him next time. So.
Yeah, but he could probably just do all this shit. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need those.
They were only one-time use.
Thanks for watching, Nick.
They were.
It was a cool idea.
How do I stop?
How do I stop?
How does one
yes,
stop?
it's the same place where you went to start. You stop it there.
Okay.
Bottom right. No, click. Clicking turns the mouse back on.
So, stop streaming. We are done.
We are done.
Are we done?
You
As
will
soon as we're
not
done,
be
I
able to
have
reconnect.